We've had all the introductions. We've had all the pomp and circumstance. We've had all the fuss and feathers. But it's time. It's time for Dodger baseball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Valhalla Sports Talks, Dodgers Game Day Live. A game today. We've got the Dodgers going against the Houston Astros from beautiful Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, California. Hyped. The Dodgers against the Trastros. Looks like we've already had some folks check into the chat today, so that's way cool. Big day here. So we've got this game going today, and then tomorrow we're going to have our first ever Viking stream, so I'm pretty hyped about that. Went out and got my ears lowered, yesterday, so I was ready for it. Don't worry, I'll be putting on a ball cap later, so you don't have to look at my big-ass forehead. But this game here is scheduled to go off around 5 o'clock Pacific time, so we're ready to go. Catherine checks in, already laughing at me, so that's cool. Welcome to the stream. Let me get into the pregame stuff that we always do here. I'll just take a look at both teams, what they've got going tonight, and we'll go from there. If you join us in the chat, please don't hesitate to say hello. Let us know how you're doing today on this fine Saturday, and we'll get right into this thing. So today we've got the hated Houston Astros visiting Dodger Stadium to take on the Dodgers. The Astros are 22-23 on the season, 6-17 away from home. The Dodgers are 32-13, 15-7 at home. Our pitching matchup today is Julio Urias for the Dodgers versus Framber Valdez for the Houston Astros. Urias is 3-0 on the season with a 3.86 ERA. He's given up 37 hits. He has 35 Ks and 12 base on balls. He's given up 5 jacks to the opposing teams. F. Valdez for the Astros is 3-3 on the season with a 3.61 ERA. He's given up 49 hits, has 50 Ks and 14 bases on balls with 3 home runs given up. So a very even pitching match today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check in on the chat. Anonymous is already up in here. What's going on, Anonymous? How you doing today, my man? Catherine laughing at my Trastros comment. Matthew Mitchell, a new name. Who's going to be pitching? I just went over that. So we got Urias versus Valdez tonight. And Salvador Chavez checking in for the first time today says, hello, my friend. Hello, my friend to you, Salvador. How you doing today? All right, so let's get into the lineups for both teams here, okay? Houston has Springer playing center field, leading off. Bregman's playing third base. Brantley in left field. Gurriel playing first base. Tucker playing DH. Correa at shortstop. Diaz at second base. Reddick in right field. And Maldonado at catcher. There's a name that's missing there. Where is the little guy at? Does anyone know? Is he hurt? Is something going on there? Anyway, let's check out the Dodger lineup, okay? Matthew, I'm not sure. I think the Dodgers have not announced the next pitcher for the next game. I think they're waiting on that. There's something going on there. Anonymous says he hopes they hit every Astros players with a ball. I guess we'll see. Listen, guys, I have a special guest that'll be joining us throughout the game. It's a surprise guest, and I'll give you some hints before we get this thing kicked off about who it is. But he's going to join the stream throughout the game, so we're pretty excited about that. Our first ever guest here on Dodgers Game Day Live. All right, so let's get into the Dodgers lineup here. Dodgers lineup, we got Mookie Betts leading off in right field. We got Corey Seager at shortstop, A.J. Pollock playing left field, Max Muncy will be at third base, Will Smith at catcher, Bellinger is playing in first base, Taylor in center field, and Hernandez will be winding out, Hernandez batting in the 8th spot, and then Lux batting DH. So interesting there in that Bellinger has now been moved out of the cleanup spot. A little indication of kind of the struggles that he's going through as far as at the plate right now. Let's take a look at the standings for the National League West. The Dodgers are at 32-13, right? So they lead the division, but San Diego is now hot on their tail, 3.5 games back in the division. Frisco sitting at 9 games back with their 23-22 record. Colorado at 10.5 back, and Arizona at 15.5 back. So that kind of gets you caught up on the lineups, where they're at in the division, all that good stuff. Let's take a look at the gambling side of this thing for those of you that like to bet on all these games here. So the run line is plus 1.5 for the Astros and minus 1.5 for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers are favored. Plus 139 money line for the Astros, plus 149 for the Dodgers. The over-under for runs scored in the game is 9.5. So let us know in the comments who you think, how you think that over-under is going to go. Do you think there'll be less than 9.5 runs scored or more? And that's pretty much it for our little pregame deal here. We've already got 5 viewers showing up in the chat here. Berserkers reporting. Bailey says she thought that everyone wants the Astros to get hit by pitches, apparently. I just want to get a win. That's what I really want tonight, is the big dub. I'd like to sweep these fools. They only play them twice, so they play them today. And that's obviously going to be on the channel here. And then tomorrow, as part of our doubleheader, we'll have the Vikings in the morning, and then we'll be doing the Astros game against the Dodgers in the evening. Bailey said she thought that Jock Peterson would be back tonight, but guess not. I think he is available. I guess we will see, right, Bailey? Hopefully. I miss Jock Pop. That's one of my favorite Dodgers. So, Bobby's saying Joe Kelly is his spirit animal. Right on. He used to be in Bobby's world. He used to play for them Boston Red Sox. So hyped. We're sitting at 4:51, so we actually got this thing started a little early today. Hopefully we don't have too much dead time as we get ready for this game to kick off. Also, as a bonus tonight, I've got the Dodgers going on the main TV here in front of me, but on TV number 2, I've got the Lakers loaded up, so I'll be giving you Lakers updates as well tonight. So 2 for the price of 1. How cool is that, ladies and gentlemen? How cool is that? So we'll be doing Lakers updates as we go through tonight's stream as well. I did see some interesting things on Twitter today. It was kind of as the Astros team bus arrived at the stadium today, as my dogs lose their minds for no reason. As the team buses were arriving at the stadium today, the Astros were greeted by about 150 rowdy Dodger fans that were all banging on trash cans. So they did get their greeting. They did get their greeting as they arrived at the Ravine today. Skip the Wonder Dog is out here barking at something out in front of the house here, so I apologize for that. He usually stops after a little bit. Also, I did in the same thing on Twitter there. I saw Joe Kelly arrive at the stadium, and he honked at the folks that were out front there and gave him a wave as he entered the stadium today. So Kelly's suspension is up after this series, I believe. He can't play tonight or tomorrow night, and then I think his suspension is completed. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get this one little graphic here, a little thumbnail down, and get ready for the game. Game day thumbnail. Let's check that off the list. A little bit of channel news before we get this thing going. Well on our way to our goal of 500 for this month. We're sitting at I believe it was 421 when I turned the stream on today. So a lot of traction, and pretty much it's all thankful to the Dodgers Nation. They've been supporting these streams heavily, so I thank each and every one of you for joining us. And we'll keep this thing going as the Dodgers go through the rest of this month. I think there's only it's less than 15 games or something like that left in the Dodgers regular season here, and then they'll be getting right into the playoffs. And Valhalla Sports Talk and Dodgers Game Day Live will be here for all that action. We also will have we're going to do some Lakers streams in the next few weeks here. We got to get that side of things going. And of course, the Dodgers, the Minnesota Vikings, the flagship team of this YouTube channel, they'll be kicking off their game day action tomorrow here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just a little at a time, man. I'm trying to have some fun at this whole thing, and again, I don't cover just any old game. I'm not going to be doing streams of teams that I don't care about. This is a channel for the fans by a fan. So if you're a fan of, like I said, the Vikings, the Dodgers, the Lakers, or the Los Angeles Kings, or even like Kevin Harvick in NASCAR, this is the place to be. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Give our video a like. Let us know that you like what we're doing here on YouTube as we try to grow this thing and get to like I said, a goal by the end of September of 500 on the subscriber side, with an ultimate goal of being at 1,000 by the time we hit Christmas Day here. So I hope to hit that, and with your help, I think we can do it. I think everything is tracking in that direction. Our view counts are very impressive, I think, for a channel that's been around for 7 months, but that really has only been active for less than 3, because as the COVID thing kicked off, I pretty much shut the whole thing down, because the whole point to the channel was to do live streams of live games, doing play-by-play, and having the chat rooms active for those type events. And we obviously shut down for a good 2.5 months there. But everything now, it's like there's always something you could be doing just about every day now with our 4 teams that we support here on the channel. 7 berserkers up in the chat. Thor's army continues to grow. Thor is obviously the mascot to the channel here. He's my a Labrador retriever that I have, and so we have fun with that. The Berserker army will be appearing in all of the streams, so we're excited about that as well. Getting real close to getting this thing kicked off here. Looks like Pawn Stars is still on my Fox channel. What do you guys have on your TVs? Alrighty, so as we get close to game time here, 4:57, I do want to bring in our special guest that will be hanging out with us for the next 2 games here on Dodgers Game Day Live. Very fortunate to have him join us today. Let me find the little button that'll bring him into our stream today. Of course, if I wasn't looking for the button that brings him in, I would find it immediately, I'm sure. But I cannot see it. There we go. Hey, Joe Kelly, come on in, join us today for today's stream here. We want you keeping an eye out for those Houston Trastros hitters and give them a little to them whenever they come up to the plate. So welcome, and glad you joined us today for Dodgers Game Day Live. And we appreciate you hanging out. Catherine Singer says she's playing Nintendo 64. Right on. And Bailey says she plans to take a trip to see the Joe Kelly mural. Did you see that, Bailey, where him and his family went to the mural yesterday in Lakers gear, and and they all did the pose in front of the mural? So yeah, we've got a rivalry right up there with the old Giants now, right? We hate the Astros, and I don't think that's going to go away anytime soon. I do wonder, does anyone know where Altuve's at? Is he hurt? Let me go to Twitter and see if he's hurt or something. I mean, I put him on my thumbnail. You'd think he'd show up for the game. I don't see anything Last time I saw him, he was sliding across third base and racking the hell out of his balls, so maybe that put him out for a while. I don't know. But yeah, I don't see anything on the old Twitter that tells me what happened to him. Salvador Chavez sends a greeting to Joe Kelly there as I lose my video feed there. I got to unbind that camera from the enter key. That's what I've screwed up on, and it makes me disappear from time to time. Let's find this Dodger lid here and get suited up. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm back. So Bailey says that Altuve is recovering from a knee injury. I wonder if it was on that slide that I'm talking about. There was video last week where he slid awkwardly into third base, and both of his legs kind of got underneath him, and then his whole butt slid into the bag real hard, and he kind of racked his nuts because you could tell from the pain in his eyes that something bad happened. So I guess we won't have him tonight, so I probably shouldn't have put him on the thumbnail, but can't do nothing about that now, ladies and gentlemen. Fox has come in now. Their coverage is on, and they've already shown the Joe Kelly sticking out his tongue, and they're talking about, obviously, the controversy. About 11 people, 11 berserkers up in the chat, and we haven't even got the first pitch on the way, so I thank each and every one of you. Come one, come all, share this thing out, get your friends in here if they're Dodgers fans or just fans of baseball in general, and let's do this thing. Let's get a hype stream tonight, have some fun, and cheer on these Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. So Fox has made their appearance, and they look ready to go. Dodgers still have the best record in baseball. We gained a subscriber before the stream even started, so that's way cool. Just kind of programming up for the channel, some of the things that weren't working in the operating system for the last 2 weeks, as far as me like hearing sounds that I play and things like that, that's all repaired itself. So now it's back to the old OBS where you can actually know what's going on when you push play on like a knick-knack that you've got up on the screen to make people hyped. Salvador likes Joe Kelly appearing in the stream there. Yeah, he's going to hang out with us, man. He's going to hang out with us for a couple nights here. Let me tell you, it was expensive to get him to show up here, so no. Just messing, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll still have old Bergman in this game. The Astros, I think, are still in the mix here for the playoffs. They're still showing us Bergman on the screen, so he's apparently playing. Sheila Jones checks in. I've never seen that name before, so welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day Live. She says Joe Kelly didn't deserve that suspension. He was hurt. That should have been enough. I agree with you. It was a long suspension, and they did it on purpose, the length that they did, so that he would miss this series. I'm convinced of that. I am convinced they did that on purpose. "14 berserkers up in the chat, and the first pitch hasn't even been thrown. I thank you all for supporting the channel. Again, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. Let us know you're ready for some Dodgers baseball. And the Lakers, looks like that deal's about to get going, or is going already. So, again, there'll be bonus Lakers coverage today. I'll keep you praised on the score over there. And We should have a good time. We should have a good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are real close to first pitch here, and we're real close to tip-off on the other TV. So lots of things going on. You've got Clemson playing in college football tonight as well, and then you've also got the Las Vegas NHL team in a playoff game tonight. Sports are back in America, ladies and gentlemen, and my executive producer is right here off camera, really excited about it, let me tell you. 16 berserkers in the chat. 16 up in the chat. So we're in a commercial break here. I think the game should start shortly after that. Shortly after that. Those of you that just arrived, tell us how you're doing today. How are you doing this fine Saturday? Looks like it's getting a little overcast outside right now. I don't know if we've got a little, what's left of our monsoon season coming and drop a little storm today or what? Check out the internets before this whole deal gets fired up. You know how we do. We got to make sure the internet is still working. Bailey Flowers throws up the first Let's Go Dodgers of the day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get win number 30. 33 on the season. 33 on the season. Houston sitting 22-23, 6.5 games back to Oakland in that division, and they've lost 2, and I know they got swept last week by somebody. So it's a pretty important game for them. Pretty important game for them, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. It looks like the opening graphics. Looks like we're about to get it. 19, today's high, showing up in the chat. Berserkers assemble. Berserkers assemble in the chat. Nice view of Dodger Stadium, but I think it was a few years back because it looks like there's real people in the stands, and I know that is not occurring. Yeah, I think it's like a virtual crowd or something up there. That's weird. I don't think I've seen that on any of the other telecasts. It's like you're playing MLB The Show. It's all like little fake people up in the stands. All right, Urias takes the mound. He's got 8 starts, 3-0 on the season, 12 walks, 35 strikeouts, 5 home runs given up. Opponent batting average against him is .253. Anonymous checks in and says, let's go blue, let's go. Let's go blue on TV1. Let's go purple and gold on TV2. Lakers, Dodgers both getting at it at the same time. Let's go. Let's go. Urias looks ready to deliver. Bergman be leading off. Springer leading off for the Astros. First pitch, down low in the dirt for a ball. Bergman 234 on the season, 8 home runs, 22 RBIs with a .803 OPS. The next pitch from Urias. Hit hard, third base, into left field, and it will get into the corner. like Pollock scoops it up. He's into second with a stand-up double to start off this game. Nate 50 checks in. Nate 50 checks in. What's up, Nate? Yeah, he just roped that down the third base line. He's got a stand-up double. Got a stand-up double. And the Astros are in business like Toyota. And that'll bring up Bergman, 250 average, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs on the season with a .813 OPS. All right, the first pitch from Urias is on the way. Bergman hits it high. Left center field. It's fielded and caught by the Dodgers. And that'll make it 1 out here in the top of the first. 1 out here in the top of the first. Nate says he's got another civil war going on in his house. All righty, so Springer's still on second base. Bergman is out. And that'll bring up M. Brantley for the Astros. 310 average, 4 home runs, 21 RBIs on the season with a .914 OPS. The first pitch from the left-handed Urias, checks the runner, is on the way. Down low in the dirt for a ball. That makes the count 1 ball, no strike to Brantley, who's hitting .310 on the season. .310 on the season for Brantley. Usually they said .426. I don't know. They changed it. Down low and hits the corner for a strike. Strike. That makes the count 1 ball, 1 strike to Brantley. Batter on second for the Astros with 1 out here in the top of the first. Seager checks the runner at second. Urias looks ready to deal. He deals. Down low over the plate for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brantley as this game gets underway. NBK checks in and says, let's go Dodgers, let's go. 18 Berserkers in the chat. Welcome one, welcome all. Urias looks ready to deal. Pitches on the way. Down low and outside for a ball. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brantley. Two balls, 2 strikes to Brantley, who's the left fielder for the Astros. And Urias looks ready to go. Here we go. He checks Springer at second. Pitches on the way. Hit hard. Second base. Fields it. Throws it over to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Nice play by Hernandez over at second base there. And that advances the runner to third. So the Astros now have a runner on third base with 2 outs here in the top of the first. And that's going to bring up Gurriel for the Astros and his .258 batting average. All right, so here we go. First pitch. High and outside to the right-handed batter for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Gurriel. .258 on the season. .258, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs with a .756 OPS. Next pitch on the way. Down low and inside for a called ball. So Urias gets behind this guy early. 2 balls, no strikes. Tony P checks in, says 420. We're getting there, man. Next pitch. Down low in the dirt for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes to Gurriel. Hitters count, ladies and gentlemen. Hitters count to this guy. Let's get him out. Again, Houston has a runner on third with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Next pitch on the way. right over the plate for a called strike. He was taken all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike to Gurriel. Right-handed batter. The first baseman for the Astros. And the 3-1 pitch is on the way. A swing and a miss. Fouls it back, actually. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag full count in the chat. Tony P says, 420, Trastros, classic. Thank you, sir. We also have Joe Kelly, as you can see, as a special guest here on Dodgers Game Day Live. He'll be sticking with us through the next 2 games, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch on the way. Hit hard. Actually, it's a blooper to center field. Hernandez can't make the catch. So a 2-out base hit for the Astros scores them a run. So it's 1-0 Astros here in the top of the first with 2 outs. Just a seeing eye blooper to like shallow left center, and it found a hole in the Dodgers defense. Hernandez gave chase and tried to make a heck of a catch, but it just got past him. Bobby checks in, says the Dodgers are going to win the title this year. There's no competition in the AL. Only time will tell, Bobby. That's why they play the games. I would like to see the Dodgers win a title, no doubt. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss to Tucker, the DH for these Astros. He's batting left-handed. 259 average, 8 home runs, 37 RBIs with a .858 OPS. Next pitch from Urias. Right over the plate, inside for a called strike by the umpire. 20 checks in, says, why can't we see the game? It's copyright rules, my man. If I showed it, they will shut my channel down. It's a watch party. It's a watch party. We're here to hang out. They try to get the runner over at first. He gets in easily. 21 Berserkers up in the chat. So the no balls, 2 strikes to Tucker. Urias checks the runner at first and deals high. They check down with the third base umpire to see if his check swing went around. The umpire says no. So that'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tucker. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Astros hitter. The Lakers and Houston have kicked off. The score is still 0-0 with 11:36 remaining in the first quarter. Back to the action. Urias delivers. Fouled back, third base side. That makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tucker, with the Astros leading 1-0 here in the top of the first. Dodgers trying to get out of this inning. 3-fingered gamer checks in for the first time today, says, let's go LA, let's go. LA on both teams, Dodgers, Lakers. Next pitch. Way up high, a swing and a miss by Tucker, and Urias gets out of the inning after giving up just 1 run. And we head to the bottom of the first. We head to the bottom of the first, and they go to commercial break. My mod's letting the chat know what the rules are for YouTube. All right, so in that Laker game now, Lakers leading 3-2 with the ball. 10:21 remaining. LeBron backing in on the right-hand side. Kicks it out to the corner, and it's drained for 3. Lakers lead 6-2. Again, we're in commercial break for the Dodgers. Harden for Houston brings it up, kicks it out to the corner, and badly missed. And the Lakers rebound and are headed the other direction. Sheila Jones checks again, says it's not a matter of when, it's a matter of how many in a row. So let's go Big Blue. She's got some confidence, Dodgers Nation. Sheila says the Dodgers are about to win multiple titles. Let's go. I like Sheila's hype. I like how she thinks. 26 berserkers up in the chat as Thor's army continues to grow. How is everybody doing tonight? Saturday night. Sports all over the place, everywhere you look. Davis rebounds there for the Lakers, and they're headed the other direction. Big three by Denny Green, who drains it. Drains the three, 11-2. Lakers lead. 9-11 remaining in the first, and we're back to the Dodgers action. Back to the Dodgers game. Leading off for the Dodgers, Mookie. Do the right thing. Betts. Right fielder, number 50. I went over the batting order earlier for you folks, and they're showing that on the TV right now. What's going on? Oh, yeah, I saw that. It was weird. It's like watching a video game. All right, so Framber Valdez is the pitcher for Houston. He's got 14 walks, 50 Ks. He's given up 3 home runs. Opposing hitters are hitting .251 against him. Bobby trying to see if I want some Celtics smoke. We ain't scared of no Celtics, Bobby. You guys almost got beat by the Raptors. All right, first pitch to Mookie Betts is on the way. Right over the plate for a called strike. Right over the plate for a called strike, ladies and gentlemen. Mookie hitting .301 on the season with 14 home runs. That tied for second in the National League. And the 0-1 pitch outside over the plate for a called strike, and Mookie is in another 0-2 hole. I seem to see that a lot with him. No balls, 2 strikes to the Dodgers slugger. Next pitch inside for a called strike, and the umpire punches him out. Mookie, take a seat over there. You got to swing at him. You got to swing at him if you want to hit him. .23 in the chat early in this ball game. Houston leading 1-0, bottom of the first with 1 out. And that brings up Corey, Rookie of the Year, Seager, .314 average on the season with 12 home runs and 32 RBIs. Valdez looks to deal. Down low over the plate. The umpire says not over it enough. Calls it a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Seager. 1 ball, no strikes to Seager. As Valdez gets ready to deliver. Next pitch. Seager hits it. Tries to find the gap between second and the shortstop, but they get him at first. They get him at first. He almost got it past Springer or Carrera there. He almost got it past him. Almost got it past him, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby says the refs and the Raptors almost beat the Celtics. And he says he'll see the Lakers real soon. Look past the Heat, man. Look past them. I want to see the Celtics too, man, but you better not be looking past them. A.J. Elemento Pollock at the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch down low, called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Pollock. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Houston leading 1-0. Next pitch on the way. Down low, called strike. That was right at the bottom of the strike zone inside. Pollock talks to the umpire like, what did you see? Where did that go? The umpire says, I saw a strike. So he's down in an 0-2 hole, just like Mookie before him. .289 average, 9 home runs, 22 RBIs for Pollock on the season. And Valdez readies the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is on the way. Inside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pollock. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pollock, who's the left fielder today for the Dodgers. Here we go. Here we go. Valdez prepares, delivers outside, just outside for another called ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pollock as he tries to make something happen for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the first, losing 1-0. 27, I think that's our high in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day Live. Valdez with the 2-2 delivery on the way. It's a bouncer just over the pitcher's head, fielded by the second baseman. They throw it over to first, and they get Pollock, and the Astros are out of the inning. So we head to the second. Correa, Diaz, Reddick coming up for the Astros, leading 1-0. Leading 1-0. Quick look at Lakers bonus coverage, ladies and gentlemen. The Lakers bonus coverage. Lakers leading 15. Oops, I missed the score. But somebody just threw a hell of an elbow at somebody. Someone out there throwing them bows. Lakers lead 15-4 with 7:45 remaining in the first quarter. Lakers with the ball. Looks like a foul or something. I don't have the volume on that one, so I can't hear it, but Lakers got a good start going here against this team, trying to close out Houston here. Trying to close out Houston. I want the Lakers to win this game, but if they do not close out this series, we will cover Monday night's game against the Houston Rockets here on Valhalla Sports Talk. But I fully anticipate them to close this thing out. Again, I'd like to thank Joe Kelly for joining us here on the set today. He'll be making appearances throughout the night. I really wanted Altuve to play so they could, greet each other, but it didn't work out apparently because Altuve has an owie. Salvador Chavez says the Lakers are winning. I know, my man. I've got it on TV too here in the Valhalla Sports Talk studios as my executive assistant brings my dinner. Thank you so much, beautiful woman. Yeah, I got a drink there. Real Juice checks in, says hello. What's up, man? How you doing? All right, Carlos Correa at the plate for the Astros. 284 average, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs on the season. First pitch from Urias is a called strike over the plate. Called strike over the plate, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch, he gets a hold of it, hits it to left center. It's going deep. At the wall, caught by Pollock, the left fielder. And that'll be the first out here in the top of the second for the Dodgers. First out here in the top of the second, ladies and gentlemen. Anonymous asks what I got going for dinner. I got a little Salisbury steak with some rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. Next pitch down the middle for a called strike. That makes it no balls, 1 strike. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. This is Diaz at the plate for the Astros, hitting .205 on the season, and he's down in an 0-2 hole. They take a look at Corey Seager playing short for the Dodgers. Handsome young fella playing shortstop. This guy hits it rope to left field, and Pollock makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Second out of the inning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that brings up Josh Reddick, 252 on the season with 3 home runs and 16 RBIs, a .738 OPS. Next pitch, outside for a ball. Yeah, me too, Bailey. Did you hear something that we might not play him? Man, that's a scary thought right there. They're showing the shortstop free agent class for 2021-2022. Seager and Correa both up. Reddick is in a 2-1 hole now after another pitch is fouled back. So the 2-ball, 1-strike pitch on the way. Fouled back behind the plate, ladies and gentlemen. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 Reddick. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Houston leads 1-0. Next pitch. High pop-up. Infield pop-up. Seager comes in, fields it cleanly for the catch, and the Dodgers are out of the inning. So we head to the middle of the second, going towards the bottom of the second, with the Astros leading 1-0. I want to thank you folks for letting me have my little dinner while I'm on stream here. Anonymous trying to hype up my chat and give me some subscriptions, some likes to the video. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. 425 on the subscriber count. 425. Let's go. Subscriber hype in the chat. I thank each and every one of you that clicks that subscribe button. Put your faith in me to provide some content here on the old YouTube. The old YouTube. Thor the Wonder Dog to my left, because he knows the old man has a little dinner. He's thinking he wants some of that. He wants a little bit of that, he says. Just a little bit. $24 berserkers up in the chat. Thor's army continues to grow. Sheila Jones says she's going to go subscribe. Thank you so much, Sheila. Come back, though. We like having you in the channel. All right, so it looks like we're about to get ready. This is so weird, guys, how they're doing the virtual fans in the stands. It literally looks like a video game. It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. All right, Lakers 23-7, 5:32 remaining in the first. All right, Max. Mad Muncy at the plate for the Dodgers, 199 on the season, 10 home runs, 21 ribbies, .752 OPS. Anonymous likes this channel, says he has a good time here. We like having you here, Anonymous. Next pitch. Up high over the plate for a called strike. Max starts off 0-1, ladies and gentlemen. No outs here in the bottom of the second. Dodgers have the shift on to the first base side. Excuse me, the Astros do. Next pitch on the way. Inside to Muncy for a called ball. That makes it 1 ball, 1 strikes to Muncy. And the Dodgers trying to get something going here. Dodgers trying to get something going here, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch. Down low, called strike. It looked like it was low to me. But that puts Max in a 1-2 hole. One balls, 2 strikes to Max Muncy. No outs here in the bottom of the second. Houston leading 1-0. Valdez readies the next pitch. It's on the way. Swing and a miss. And Muncy goes down swinging for the first out. Jen Savage checks in, says already scored. Yes, they scored. Houston scored in the first. Will getting jiggy with it. Clark Smith comes up to the plate for the Dodgers. 279 average, 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. Batting right-handed, wearing number 16. And Valdez readies the next pitch. On the way, down low and inside for a called ball. This umpire doesn't seem like he's very consistent. But he's being very inconsistent for both teams, so I can't complain. The 1 ball, no strike pitch is on the way. Up high for another ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Tweety checks in and says, yes, on a single. That is correct. Julian Cruz makes his first appearance, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch, over the plate for a called strike. That makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike to Will. Getting jiggy with it. Smith here in the bottom of the second. 1 out, Houston leading 1-0. Savage says he doesn't know how not to laugh at Kelly. Mr. Kelly, of course, is joining us for the next 2 games here on Valhalla Sports Talk. All right, next pitch is Smith. Smith hits it hard, left field. It drops for a single. And the Dodgers catcher is on first base. First base. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings up Cody, Big Stick Bellinger for your Los Angeles Dodgers, number 35, wearing that beautiful white and blue Dodgers uniform. 211 on the season, 10 home runs, 22 RBIs. And he gets ready to try to make something happen. Pitch on the way, down low in the dirt and outside for a ball. For a ball, 1 ball, no strikes to Bellinger with Will Smith on first for the Dodgers. As they try to even this thing up or take a lead in this game. Next pitch on the way. Down low and outside, but close for a called strike. Bellinger checks with the umpire and says, okay, if you say so. Sheila Jones is back from subscribing. Welcome back. Well, I hope so, Sheila. That's the goal. Dodgers-Lakers championships in the same year. Let's go. Next pitch on the way. Bellinger hits it. Fly ball, left field. Going back is the left fielder. He catches it at the track. Smith retreats back to first. Smith retreats back to first. So Bellinger's out there, ladies and gentlemen. That makes it 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up CT3 Taylor for the Dodgers. 28, the high for today, up in the chat. Berserkers assemble. All right, so Taylor steps into the box, ready to go with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. 259 average on the season. Pitch on the way. A mighty swing and a miss. Mighty swing and a miss by Taylor. Come on, Taylor. Let's get this thing going. Valdez delivers. Down low, a bouncer in the dirt for a ball. Ball, one strike to Taylor as they get some new baseballs. Julian asks what I'm eating. I'm having some Salisbury steak and rice-a-roni rice. All right, so the 1-1 to Taylor is on the way. Down low for a called ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Taylor. Let's go. Let's get it going. Let's get it. Let's get it, Dodgers. Next pitch to Taylor, down low for another ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike to Taylor. Smith takes the lead on first. Valdez delivers. Taylor hits it hard, right field. The right fielder going back to the wall, and it's gone. Dodgers take the lead 2-1 on a 2-run jack by JT3 Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. And the Dodgers lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the second. Let's go. Let's go. Where is bobblehead Bobby? He's right there, and he's shook. He's shook, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Julian says he told me that Taylor was underrated and his favorite. It didn't get out by much, but it counts, ladies and gentlemen. Kike Speedy Gonzalez Hernandez at the plate, and he hits it hard right field, going back, and it's gone. Yeah, let's go. Solo home run by Kike Speedy Gonzalez Hernandez. Underlay, yeah. And bobblehead Bobby comes out for his second visit. I'm shook. Let's go. "31 Berserkers up in the chat as Thor's army continues to grow. Joe Kelly over there chilling next to me here over there, enjoying the game. Next pitch on the way. Down low for a called strike. This is Galvin Lux up for the Dodgers. Batting left-handed, ladies and gentlemen. 189 average, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs on the season. Next pitch from Valdez. Looks like it fouled high on the third base side, but it's going to get out of play. And again, these digital fans that Fox has put on the telecast are freaking me the hell out. Galvin from Kenosha, Wisconsin, 20th overall pick in the 2016 MLB draft. Anthony checks in, says, let's go, let's go. Lux hits a high fly ball just over the shortstop. It's kind of in the middle. Left fielder comes in, fields it cleanly, and the Astros are out of the inning. So back-to-back home runs in this inning by your Dodgers. And we are headed to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. Catherine says, yay, I agree. Sheila says I'm making her boyfriend's day. That's cool. That's cool. Get him to get in the chat on his phone. Say hello. Everyone wants more of bobblehead Bobby. Leah Morales checks in. What's up, Leah? Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk coverage of Dodgers Game Day Live. Looks like the chat is hyped, ladies and gentlemen. Hyped. Back-to-back dingers. Brings the Berserkers out in force. And we're already at 39 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. And it's only the end of the second. It's only the end of the second. Quinny checks in. Says, what's up? Yasmin Maldonado checks in. Says the Dodgers suck. We're winning this game. Yasmin Maldonado. But welcome to the channel. Behave. Unknown checks in. Sounds like he's a Dodger. He or she is a Dodger fan. Says he's sorry, but they're coming back. We will see. 35 up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. The big 3-5er. I think that was our first back-to-back bobblehead Bobbies. First time. First time in the history of Dodgers Game Day Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Making memories, ladies and gentlemen. .427 is the subscriber count, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch from Urias is the Maldonado. Down low in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, no strike to Maldonado. Hitting .233 on the season. He comes up in the top of the third with no outs. Foul, left field side. That evens up the count, 1-1. Muncy looks like he's bothered with something over at third base there and pointing. I think they're trying to align the defense there. Next pitch. Down low and inside for a called strike. That's what I was saying. This guy is very inconsistent, the umpire there. That's when he's called balls a number of times in this game. But it's for both teams, so .233 average for this Maldonado. Batting right, he bails out of the box before the pitch. Next pitch gets past Smith and to the backstop. That makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes to Maldonado. They're actually interviewing Muncy while he's on the field. That's weird. And now it's hit to him. Now it's hit to him. So he goes in and it's foul ball. So the count remains 2-2 to Maldonado, and Muncy's still talking to the Fox broadcast, folks. Then they show Mookie Betts out in the outfield. He don't look impressed at all. All right, let's go. Let's get this guy out. Let's get this scrub out. Next pitch on the way. Up high for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Maldonado. He's the number 9 hitter for the Astros. A swing, fouled, third base side. That makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Maldonado. No outs here in the top of the third. No outs here in the top of the third, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the 3-2 pitch from Urias. Inside, he walked him. So just like that, the Astros bring the tying run to the plate. And they're still talking to Muncy. Talking about how he plays all over the field. First base, third base, second base. And that'll bring up Springer for the Astros. Batting right. He doubled in the first and scored a run. The only run for Houston. First pitch on the outside for a called strike. Looked like a changeup. Curveball, actually. Next pitch. Hit hard. Left field. Pollock gets on his horse, catches it. And the runner will not advance from first. He retreats to first base. Little Alex checks in and says, let's go Astros. Let's not. And there's Curtis Conrad checking in. Says, duck Springer. That's what we say on this channel. Duck the Astros. Duck them. Cheating asses. All right, the next pitch from Urias is on the way. Over the plate for a called strike. Bregman up for the Astros. He flew out in the first. Ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch from the Dodgers lefty is on the way. Bregman hits it down to shortstop. Seager fields it, throws it to second for one out, and back to first for the third out of the inning, ladies and gentlemen. Third out of the inning. And to the bottom of the third we go. Dodgers lead 3-1. 3-1, ladies and gentlemen. Unknown says Springer hits dingers. He didn't there. General Savage says, my family has subscribed. I thank you and your family, sir, so much. Thank you for the support. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get hyped in this channel. 17 likes already on today's video, and we sit at 428 on the subscriber count. Big 428, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get to 450 tonight? I think we can. I think we can. The Lakers game, let's check in with that real quick. 38-31, Lakers lead with 9:12 remaining in the second quarter. Los Angeles hype in the channel. Curtis says, is tomorrow a doubleheader? Yes, we're doing the Vikings game in the morning, and then we're doing this Astro-Dodger game tomorrow night here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Doing both games of the Astro series. That is correct. That is correct. Mark R checks in, says, let's go Dodgers, let's go. Let's go, let's get it. 40-31 Lakers, 8:51 remaining in the second quarter. Curtis says, SKOL, brother. SKOL, my man. Let's go. Let's get hyped. I can't wait for that game tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the channel was brought here for. our first ever Minnesota Vikings telecast. Mookie Betts up to bat for your Doyers. Pitch on the way. Down low and inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Have Mookie do the right thing. Betts, ladies and gentlemen, 229 on the season. Actually, I think I read that wrong. I think he's 299 on the season. The 1-0 pitch. Mookie fouls it at the plate. So that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike to Betts. Unknown says he thinks the game's going to be 4-3 Astros winning in extra innings. And Julian's about to have him a quesadilla. Next pitch, down low, bouncer, ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Betts. Batting right, wearing number 50 for your Los Angeles Dodgers. They're still interviewing Max. Next pitch down low over the plate for a called strike. Again, very inconsistent by this umpire. That's when he's called a ball a number of times. But he's calling it for both teams horribly. Julian Cruz said that Butcher's Block is right about no AL competition, but the Padres are scary. I agree. They're coming. Something happened with Betts there, and I think he struck out. So he's headed to take a seat over there, and I missed it because I was looking at the comments. So it's 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd after Betts struck out. Or something. And Julian predicts a 7-2 win tonight. Corey Seager at the plate for the Dodgers. A swing and a miss on the first pitch. So he's down, no balls, 1 strike. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Dodgers leading 3-1. 3-1, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch. Down low and outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Dodgers shortstop. Valdez, still the pitcher for the Astros, and his 39th pitch of the game is low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Seager. Two balls, 1 strike to Seager, who's hitting .337 on the season. The lefty deals for the Astros. Seager hits it hard. Left center field, back to the wall, gets over the outfielder's head, bounces off the wall. Seager's into second and going for 3. And Seager slides into 3rd for a triple, and the Dodgers are in business here in the bottom of the 3rd. Deposits a curveball into center field. And it bounced off the heel of Springer's glove, and then the wall, and kicks out. And Corey is on his horse, rounding 3rd by that time, and he gets into 3rd easily. The Dodgers are in business. AJLMNO Pollock at the plate for the Dodgers, and Max Muncy's on deck, still talking to the Fox viewers. First pitch to Pollock, hit hard, right field. Fielder goes back to the warning track, and he catches it. And Seager will score easily after tagging up from 3rd, and the Dodgers are in the lead now, 4-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Muncy puts away his airpiece that he's been talking to the Fox people with and heads up to the plate. Heads up to the plate. Sheila asks if anyone remembers Ismael Valdez in Chan-Ho Park. I don't remember Valdez, but I do remember Park. General Savage putting the claps up in the deal there, and he's also got some thumbs up and some fireworks going off. So I guess you could say things are getting kind of hyped in the chat with the Berserkers. Next pitch, a mighty swing and a miss by Max. He tried to hit that thing to Burbank. He tried to hit that thing to Burbank, ladies and gentlemen. No ball, one strike. Pitch on the way. Up high for a called strike. Up high, a little outside, but over the plate for a called strike. Every time I look at the Laker game, there's people laying all over the court for some reason. All right, so the 0-2 to Muncy. Fouled it. Stays alive. Curtis throwing up some ducks. Julian trying to bring back the Max Your Dad Muncy moniker. And she's asking, how about the tornado? Talking about Nomo? Next pitch. A bouncer in the dirt. So finally, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Muncy here, as he tries to add on to this lead with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. The 1-2 pitch from Valdez, his 46th of the game, is on the way, and Muncy hits a tapper, second base side. The second baseman or the shortstop fields it, throws it over to first, and gets him out. So the Dodgers lead 4-1 as we head to the 4th. And I'm going to take a little break, ladies and gentlemen. I shall return. All right, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for letting me take that little break there. Looks like I didn't miss a pitch here. Urias gets ready to deliver. First pitch up high for a ball. Brantley is the hitter for the Astros. 0 for 1 on the night, batting out of the 3rd spot. He bats left-handed and wears number 23, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch, a called strike over the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brantley. Here in the top of the 4th as the Astros try to get back in this one. Next pitch, down low in the dirt for a ball. Will Smith throws the ball away. Says this one's no good. Give me another one, blue. Brantley taking up some warm-up swings before he steps back in the box. And Urias is about to pitch number 45 on the day from the lefty on the way. A swing and a miss by Brantley, making it 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Astros left fielder, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Next pitch, fouled back behind the plate. Sheila Jones, it's been a pleasure having you in the channel today. Been a pleasure. 28 Berserkers up in the chat. It's the Dodgers lead 4-1. Lakers, on the other hand, 48-38 with 4:37 remaining in the second quarter. Let's go Lakers. Next pitch makes it a full count for Bradley. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hashtag full count in the chat. Urias looking confident out there. He's not sweating like his last outing where he looked like he could die any second. Of course, it's probably not 100 degrees in Los Angeles today. It was 79 degrees at game time. All right, so Brantley hits a fly ball, left center field. Back to the wall goes Pollock, and he catches it about 3 feet in from the wall for the first out here in the top of the 4th. First out here in the top of the 4th. General Savage gives Sheila Jones a thumbs up. I give her a thumbs up too. Been a pleasure to have her in the chat. Unknown. I don't know. Says the Astros are coming back now or something. Maybe he's talking about Houston, the Rockets. I don't know. Next pitch from Urias. Down low in the dirt to Gurriel, who's 1 for 1 on the night, and it's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes to the first baseman for the Astros. Next pitch looked like a changeup or a curve up high and over the plate for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gurriel. He hit .262 on the season with 6 home runs. Next pitch from the Dodgers lefty. Foul left field, or the right field side. Will Smith gets a new ball and throws it out to Urias. Says, let's go, let's get this bomb. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gurriel as they try to get the second out here in the top of the 4th. Next pitch, down low, bounces in the dirt for a ball. That makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Next pitch, hit hard, left field side, foul. Foul. So the count remains 2-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Some dude, number 30 on deck for the Astros. Next pitch, down low for another ball. That makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hashtag full count in the chat. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count in the chat. Next pitch, gets away from him and he walked him. Throws it out to the outside. I think it was like a curve or something that missed. General Savage, are you talking about humidity in LA? Is there a lot of humidity? Let me see if this deal tells me. Doesn't say. It just has a little cloud, a little white cloud as Kyle Tucker comes up for the Astros. Mark R says, big ups for broadcasting this game. Right on, Mark. Well, welcome. Hang out with us, man. A swing and a miss by Tucker, and he goes into an 0-1 hole. No balls, 1 strike. Tucker this season, he ranks 1st in triples, and he's tied for 3rd in RBIs and extra base hits, and tied for 2nd in runs. So this guy isn't an easy out. He is not an easy out. Next pitch from Urias. Swung on. High fly. Just down the 3rd base line. Max gets back there, makes the catch for the 2nd out here in the top of the 4th. second out here in the top of the fourth. So let's reset the plate here, guys. Runner on first for the Astros. Guys and ladies. I need to quit saying guys all the time because the ladies are up in here too. But runner on first for these Astros. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Dodgers leading 4-1. That brings up Carlos Correa for the Astros. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout in the second. Correa, the shortstop for these Astros. The shortstop for these Astros. Next pitch. They're going for 2. And he gets him at second base. Will Smith getting jiggy with it. Cuts down the runner trying to steal second base. Take a seat over there. Because we're headed to the bottom of the fourth. With the Dodgers leading 4-1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Bailey says the Dodgers' only AL competition would be the A's. Time's going to tell. Lots of things can change in a month. Lots of things could change. Nothing is guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen. If the Dodgers want to win this 2020 World Series championship, they're going to have to earn it. And they're going to have to play better than anybody else in the world. Can they do it? I hope so. Unknown, I don't know, says Dodgers are totally a playoff contender. Agreed. And Savage is wondering if the Chicago Sox are gonna beat the A's. And I'm not sure who Julian's saying plays ball like a girl, but probably one of these Astros. So we're in a commercial break here. Let's peek in on the Lakers over here on TV2. Frank Vogel on the bench. His 5th playoff appearance. His record is 31-30 all time. LeBron at the charity stripe for the Lakers. Looks like he hit the first one. They won't give me a score because they're messing with me. They are messing with me. LeBron's got 15 points in the game, 5 for 9 field goals. And still no score. Still no score for me to report, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, ESPN. All right, there we go. So it's 57-44. Lakers lead with 2:22 remaining in the second quarter. Can they close it out? Can they close it out in the bubble? $35 Berserkers up in the chat. Welcome one, welcome all. Sheila, I think the Clippers play again tomorrow night, or tomorrow during the day. General Savage says lots of things change in baseball every day. That's true. All it takes is one injury. I mean, we've seen that with the Dodgers with Turner being out at third. I mean, it totally changed the dynamic of the team when him and KK were out. Will Smith up for the Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen, getting jiggy with it. Summertime. He singled in the second, scored a run. 290 on the season with 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. Let's go. Valdez ready to deliver pitch number 47 right over the plate for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to the Dodgers catcher. No balls, 1 strike to the Dodgers catcher, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Smith hits a dribbler to the second baseman. They throw over to first, and they get him. He's out at first. He runs like a catcher. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Joel R. checks in. Joel R., what is up, my man? Welcome. He says, Valhalla rules. No, you rule. You rule, my man. Cody Big Stick Bellinger at the plate for your Los Angeles Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Valdez gets ready to deliver. Nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch on the way. Inside for a ball. Called ball. Inside for a call ball, ladies and gentlemen. Checking to see if I got any food on my shirt from my dinner. I think I did okay. Next pitch down low for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bellinger here. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. 26 viewers up in the chat. Next pitch down low and outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bellinger with 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bellinger. Dusty Baker, the manager for the Dodgers. That's weird to say. I mean, for the Astros, weird to say. Next pitch to Bellinger, called strike over the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bellinger. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bellinger with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch, a swing, kind of a weird foul at the plate. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our various social medias scrolling at the bottom of the screen there. Valhalla Sports on Twitter. Give us a follow. Instagram, Valhalla Sports Talk. Facebook, Valhalla Sports Talk. If you want to email me, I'm the Mad Viking at gmail.com. And we are Valhalla Sports Talk on YouTube. Next pitch to Bellinger. High, and the umpire punches him out. And Bellinger's shaking his head. Doesn't agree with it. Doesn't agree with it, but it doesn't matter because he's got to take a seat over there because there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, and CT3 Taylor, the center fielder for the Dodgers, steps up to the plate to try to make something out of this inning. Sheila Jones says, I'm a good man. I thank you so much, Sheila. You are an excellent, excellent berserker. We like having you in the chat there. All right, so Taylor gets ready here. He steps in the box. He's actually already down. 1 ball, no strikes. Did I miss a pitch, ladies and gentlemen? It happens. It happens, for I am only human. Next pitch, down low in the dirt. That makes it 2 balls, no strikes to Taylor here in the bottom of the 4th. All right, here we go. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Taylor, a mighty swing and a miss. It makes it 2 balls, 1 strike to Taylor. 2 balls, 1 strike to Taylor as the Dodgers try to make something happen here in the bottom of the 4th. Already leading 4-1, ladies and gentlemen. Valdez, the pitcher for Houston, is on his 58th pitch right now. Taylor fouls it back behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Taylor. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some hype going. Let's get some hype going, ladies and gentlemen. TV2 trying to turn off on me, ladies and gentlemen. Says I've been not moving the clicker enough. All right, the 2-2 to Taylor on the way. Inside ball. That makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes to CT3, ladies and gentlemen. What is that in the chat? Hashtag full count. KK, Speedy Gonzalez Hernandez on deck for the Doyers. Let's go. Let's go. Next pitch. Taylor swing and a miss. And they throw him out at first anyway. And the Houston Astros are out of the inning. Due up for the Astros in the 5th inning. Correa. I missed the graphic. Correa, Diaz, and Reddick, ladies and gentlemen. Correa, Diaz, and Reddick. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find Mr. Joe Kelly here. As I mentioned, is joining us for the streams here the next few days. Because the Astros are, of course, coming to the plate, right? We think they need to get a better look at Mr. Kelly. We'll move him around a little bit here on our little graphics dealy. And we're going to bring Giant Joe Kelly in to make a nice little face at the next three Astros hitters. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Sheila says, I need a partner. All right, I understand. General Savage throwing up the party favors. And General Savage says, let's go Dodgers. Let's go. Let's check the internets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check the internets. And you know why I do that, right? I'd like to see how we're doing today. 424 subscriber count. So let's change that on our main page. We already got 17 likes. 17 likes in the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's go. And let's bring up graphic 1 here on the ticker. And we're going to change our number to get it up to date. Change our number as we try to make our push for 500 subscribers. And we're now at 424, ladies and gentlemen. 424. So here we are, top of the fifth as Urias gets ready to deal. Pitch on the way, low and outside. Correa is the batter, the sixth batter in the order for the Astros. He's 0 for 1 on the night. He flew out in the second. 282 on the season. Next pitch, low and inside for another ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Come on, Urias. Don't do it. Don't do it. Next pitch on the way. Down low for a ball. For a ball. 3 balls, no strikes to Correa. And Urias on pitch 62 over the plate for a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's Karen Bella Fortnite. Says the Lakers are going to win. All right, he walked this guy. He walked this bum. Bless you to my executive assistant who sneezes in the other room. Bella Fortnite said, Lakers going to win finals. Congratulations there. Impossible to guard with LeBron and AD. That's what we're hoping for. They still got to play the games. Brandon Watertree checks in, says hello. Hello to you. And I'm doing good, Karen. I'm doing good, man. Karen. And Julian asked if I could make one trade, who would it be? I don't know. That's a tough question. I'll tell you what, though. I really like that Speedy dude for the Diamondbacks. That dude for the Diamondbacks in the Diamondbacks series, that dude is absolutely one of the fastest humans I've ever seen on Earth. Diaz is up for the Astros, and I think I've missed a couple pitches, but it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Diaz with a runner on first. No outs here in the top of the 5th. No outs here in the top of the 5th. Next pitch from Urias on the way. Swing. Fouled back behind the plate. Fouled back behind the plate, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon running up in here booing Astros. That is allowed and encouraged, ladies and gentlemen. Allowed and encouraged. All right, Lakers 62, Rockets 51 at the half. Let's go, Lakers. Pickoff move over to first. They don't get him. Bailey wants it, just one of the hitters to get hit. Just one. Bergman has to be the one. I want Bergman. If they're going to throw at somebody, hit Bergman. If they're going to do it. I'd rather get the dub over anything else. And I don't want nobody suspended. I don't want anyone suspended, especially a starter. 35 berserkers up in the chat. Maybe we're trying to get this thing going again. Maybe we're trying to get that number up again, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. Urias on pitch number 68. The 1-2 pitch to Diaz. And Diaz fouls it back again. He fouls it back again. That makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. The mighty Thor is zonked out behind my chair, ladies and gentlemen. That means I'm trapped. I can't back up unless I wake him up. He's out cold. Next pitch. Hit, third base line. Max fields it, throws over to second. They get the force at 2. And he can't throw it over to first. So that makes it 1 out here in the top of the 5th. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Hernandez just couldn't turn it there. I think that was Hernandez at second. General Savage says he's checking out Mary Hart in the front row, waving at her cardboard cutout. Joel R. makes his opinion known about the city of Houston and the Astros. Next pitch, fouled back. General Savage says Las Vegas odds to hit or not to hit the cheaters. I don't know. Are there odds for that? I'd like to know what they are. I'd like to know what they are. So it's no balls, 1 strike to Reddick, who's 0 for 1 on the night. He popped out in the second, 250 on the season, 3 home runs. And he's in an 0-1 hole. Next pitch, up high for a ball, 1 strike to Reddick. 1 strike to Reddick. I got too many things scrolling on the bottom. Too many things. Joe Kelly is distracting me. Keeps making that face at me, and I don't know why. He's supposed to be making that face at the Astros. Guys, why didn't you tell me my graphic wasn't working there? Why didn't you tell me that whole screen was jacked up? Are we on the wrong game or something? What is going on here? All right, the next pitch to Reddick, he swings and misses. A little worried here, ladies and gentlemen. Some of our $1 million things on the station aren't working. There we go. Sorry. I mean, Joe Kelly didn't have no people to yell at there because there wasn't nobody there. It's been on the entry screen, and we're in the 5th inning. You guys got to keep me straight. I don't know what I'm doing here. Next pitch. Down low, inside. This is Maldonado, the number 9 hitter for the Astros up. He walked earlier in the game. So 2 outs, top of the 5th. Dodgers lead 4-1. Joel R. says, let's go, Dodgers, let's go. Let's go. The 1-0 pitch to Maldonado. Down low for a called strike. He just looked at it like he was dumbfounded. Like he was dumbfounded, ladies and gentlemen. Talks to the umpire. Says, right, you got it, ump. That was a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Maldonado. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Maldonado. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's go. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of this inning. Let's get out of this inning, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch on the way. Swung and fouled back, ladies and gentlemen. Fouled back, so the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sheila says, can you wish my boyfriend David a happy birthday, please? Happy birthday, David. Let's go, Dodgers. Happy birthday, my man. Happy birthday to you. The Dodgers need a win. We're going to get it on your birthday. I can't rhyme anything else. Let's go. Let's go. 39 viewers up in the chat. Next pitch, foul back behind the plate. Foul back behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Maldonado. Urias is now on pitch. Number 79. No line on whether the Dodgers will hit an Astro now. Bobby says his birthday's next Sunday and he wants me to sing to him. I'll sing it great, Bobby. I'll sing it great. Might even strip. Not really. I'm not really going to do that. Let's go, Urias. Let's get out of this inning, my man. Let's get out of here. 45 berserkers up in the chat. As Thor's army continues to grow. Next pitch. Down low over the plate, though, and sit down. Urias strikes him out, and he has to take a seat over there. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers leading 4-1. 4-2-1. Bobby. Too funny, too funny, too funny. I'm too funny. You're welcome, Sheila. You're welcome. Hopefully the Dodgers get him a win. Brandon Watertree checks in. He's laughing at me for some reason. I don't know why people laugh at me. I'm all serious. This is serious business, ladies and gentlemen. We're not just screwing around up here. We're calling a Dodger ball game. And Joe Kelly, my special guest host over there, is letting the Astros know what they can do with it. I'll bring it up, Sheila. I'm going to bring it up on the bottom of the screen. The Instagram, I would never do anything on there, so it's probably a waste, but it's up there. And Twitter is at Valhalla Sports, Sheila. At Valhalla Sports. I started that Instagram, but I'm an old guy, and I don't know about the Instagram. I don't need to be taking pictures all the time and putting them up there. What am I supposed to take a picture of? But we got it because you're supposed to have it if you're a big-time YouTuber like me. Joel R. says, take a seat, chumps. Take a seat. Over there. Over there. Over there. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. These are for the Vikings stream tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, Vikings. They're already ready to go. Rally cowbells, ladies and gentlemen. Only multi-million features here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Multi-million-dollar features here in the Valhalla Sports Talk studios. Looks like this Laker game's about to get ready to go again. My executive assistant checks in. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm full. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Brandon says I'm funny. Thank you, sir. Kike, Speedy Gonzalez Hernandez coming up to the plate. Solo home run in the second. Underlay. Yeehaw. Valdez gets ready to deal. Kike already in a 1-0 hole. Now he's in a 1-1. Excuse me. He was in a 1-0 count. Now he's in a 1-1 even count. Unknown says, Joel R says, love those colors. Right on. And Unknown says, what was my favorite game this season? Are you talking about Dodger game? Sheila's rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs, so she probably won't be in the Viking stream tomorrow. But she's welcome to visit. Valhalla Sports Talk, the home for the Minnesota Vikings, ladies and gentlemen. Not the Kansas City Chiefs. Minnesota Vikings, Los Angeles Dodgers, Los Angeles Kings, Los Angeles Lakers, and Kevin Harvick in NASCAR. I totally missed an out there, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. But the Dodgers now have one out here in the bottom of the fifth with Galvin Lux at the plate. Galvin Lux at the plate here. Hernandez flied out to right field is what happened. But I was talking to you fools, so I missed it. I missed it because I was talking to you peoples. Lux in a 1-ball, no-strike hole. Actually, 1-ball, no-strike advantage. I got to get it together. I'm screwing around too much. Next pitch. Up high for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Lux. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Dodgers leading 4-1. Bailey says she's coming in the Vikings stream tomorrow and we're waiting for that Rams game to start. The Los Angeles Rams. Is that game at their new stadium, Bailey? What a shame. Multi-billion-dollar stadium going to be empty. Mookie Betts on deck for the Dodgers. All right, pitch straight down over the plate for a called strike to Lux. That makes it 3 balls, 1 strike to Lux with 1 out. Let me try to get back at task here. The 3-1. Lux fouls it. Left field line. Curtis says, is it deluxe or reflux? Which one's going to show up today? Brandon says his nephew goes for the Packers. That's all right, Brandon. There's sick people in this world. Hopefully he recovers from his sickness. Next pitch. Down low. Lux chases. And he's got to take a seat over there because there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. General Savage asked if this Astros pitcher is getting tired. He could be, but he doesn't look like it. He's still striking fools out. Joe R says deluxe with cheese. Next pitch to Mookie Betts. Mookie, do the right thing. Betts at the plate for the Dodgers. Number 50 in your viewing guide. The grimace on his face, rocking that gold chain. Next pitch, down low in the dirt. Makes it 2 balls, no strikes to Mookie Betts. I don't see him in that count very often. 2 balls, no strikes to Mookie Betts as he tries to make something happen for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the fifth. Next pitch, down low in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get much better than that for a hitter. Don't get much better than that. Don't get much better than that. Valdez ready to deliver. Now, pitch number 73. Right over the plate as Mookie takes for a strike. Making it 3 balls, 1 strike to the Dodgers superstar. Next pitch. Up high. He walked him. He walked him. And the Dodgers are in business like State Farm. Julian predicted Betts is going to double. Wrong. But it was a hitter's count. So right. That brings up Corey Seager, number 5, the shortstop for your Los Angeles Dodgers. He had a triple in the third and a run scored. He's now batting .316 on the season with 12 dingers. 12 home runs, ladies and gentlemen. 12 dingers, ladies and gentlemen. And Jake from Geico, says Julian. I think you got him mixed up, my man. The Gecko from State Farm. They try to get Betts over at first, but they don't. Valdez says, give me that ball back then. Give me that ball back, and I'm going to throw another pitch. Number 75 on the night. So the next pitch is on the way to Seager. Nope, they go to first again. They don't get him. Betts is too fast. Betts is too fast, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Watertree says, let's go Lakers. Lakers 77, Rockets 61, 7:41 remaining in the third. Bonus Lakers coverage. Where else can you get two games in one place, ladies and gentlemen? Where else can you do it? Mash that subscribe button, ring the bell, turn on notifications. They try to get Betts again, and the ball gets away from the fielder, but not enough so that Betts can advance, so he stands on first still with 2 outs here in the inning. Two outs here in the inning. Boom, 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 boom. Savage says, hands up, everybody in the chat. Let's go. Next pitch. Over the plate for a called strike. Finally, Seager gets a pitch, but it was a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Seager. Unknown, I don't know, says Seager might homer. He might. And you know what that means? That would bring out the world famous bobblehead Bobby. Next pitch. Up high. Seager ducks, and Betts takes second base on the overthrow. Betts takes second base on the overthrow. Let's go. Dodgers have a runner in scoring position now, already leading. He almost hit Seager in the head, ladies and gentlemen. He almost hit Seager in the head. Glances off his helmet. Damn. Out comes the manager for Houston to talk to this pitcher. Says, hey, man, you realize you almost hit him in the head? You know, if we hit him in the head, they're probably going to crown one of us in this next inning. There's Bobby checking in again. He says, when we wake up tomorrow, the NFL is back. I know, my man. I am hyped. Let's go. Let's go. I got to go to bed early because I have to get up extra early for that. Because remember, I'm one of these folks over on West Coast time. So I got to make sure everything's set up and ready to go for Vikings Game Day Live. Julian says, with bet speed, we need a single. That's correct. He's in scoring position. General Savage looks dumbfounded for some reason. 38 Berserkers up in the chat. Valhalla Sports Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We are here. Dodgers Game Day Live. Next pitch to Seager. Seager hits it hard in between the shortstop. Betts heading for home and throw to the plate. They don't get him, and the Dodgers take a 5-1 lead. Seager stands on first after a single to score the runner, and Julian predicted it that Betts was going to score. Julian is not only one of my mods, he's a fortune teller. Nostradamus of the chat. Let's go. Let's go. 5-1 Doyers here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. Hello, Thor. Hello, Tornelius. Will you come up here so the people can see you? Come here. Yeah, I'm going to try to catch this dog, guys. Gals. He's going to run real fast, though, as soon as I try to get him. He's too smart for me, ladies and gentlemen. And he's too fast. Pollock at the plate for the Dodgers. He's in a 1-ball, no-strike hole. 1-ball, no-strike count. 1 ball, no strikes to Pollock with Seager on first. The next pitch is on the way, down low, inside for a called ball. Called ball, ladies and gentlemen. Come here, Thor. Come here, buddy. You want one of these goldfish? Here. 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 I think he's too smart, guys. Come here, buddy. He won't do it. He won't do it. The only way I'm going to get him on stream is to grab his 100-pound booty and drag him up here. All right, so it's 2 balls, 1 strike to Pollock, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Seager remains on first for the Dodgers. And the 2-1 pitch from Valdez is on the way. Pollock fouls it third base side. Tucker checks in, says Dodgers hate October. Not this year. Tucker, Uber Alice. Not this year. Brandon asks, what time do I get up? Depends on the day, my man. Depends on the day. The 2-2 pitch to Pollock. They go over to first to try to get Seager. They don't get him. General Savage says at least the Dodgers make it to October. Lakers now have a 20-point lead, ladies and gentlemen, 81-61 with 5:44 remaining in the contest. Actually, in the third quarter, excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pollock after your bonus Lakers coverage. Bonus Lakers coverage, ladies and gentlemen. And it's 2-2 still to Pollock. And Valdez delivers. Down low, check swing by Pollock. They throw him out at first, and he's out. And the Dodgers are out of the Astros are out of the inning. And here we go. Where are we? So we head to the 6th inning already, ladies and gentlemen. This one is just flying by. Flying by. Tucker, who's your team, man? Is Tucker an Astros fan? Is Tucker looking to catch some ducks? Some whacks, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know if that's what Tucker's looking for. Let's go to the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make sure that the internet is still operational, ladies and gentlemen. We are stuck at 424 subscribers. We are stuck. We are stuck at 424 on the subscriber count. Tucker in here throwing around predictions. As is Julian. What team was that person that was in here playing a Tucker the other night rooting for? Miss Aubrey. Wasn't she a Giants fan? She was sent away to Banland by the Banhammers. $36 Berserkers up in the chat. All right, next pitch. The first pitch of this inning is on the way, and it's a called strike to Springer, who's 1 for 2 on the night with a double in the first. Also had a big miss in the outfield to allow the Dodgers to score. Next pitch to him is a ball, 1 strike to Springer. What's that, Joe? What's that? Well, I don't know if Springer can hear the trash cans or not. I don't know if he's listening for him. I don't know. I imagine they like to listen for them, but sometimes they just like put a buzzer on, so they know what pitch is coming. But I don't know. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to him right now, Joe. 1 ball, 2 strikes to him right now, and the 1-2 pitch is on the way. It's a pop-up to second base. Hernandez goes back a few feet, feels it, catches it. And Springer's out. Out of there. He has to take a seat, Springer. Over there. Sit down next to your friend, the trash can. Sit down next to your friend, the basura. 5-1, Dodgers lead here in the top of the 6th with 1 out, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch. Here's that old Bergman. Joe, does Bergman listen for the trash cans too? Oh, he does. Next pitch, over the plate, called strike. Makes it 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of the 6th to Bergman's cheating ass. 33 berserkers in the chat. Next pitch, down low in the dirt for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bergman, the third baseman for the Astros. Next pitch on the way. Down low, called ball. That's one of those pitches he's called a strike all day. Did Tucker say something bad and I missed it? Did someone wield a hammer and send Tucker on his way? Next pitch. Fouled back. First base side. Out of play. I don't know what's going on, but let's keep it together, berserkers. Easy with the hammer, Julian. Easy with the hammer. But here we go. Brantley is up for these Astros. It's 1 out here in the top of the 6th, and the Astros now have a runner on first. Urias sends the next pitch on the way. It's hit hard. Right center field. Mookie goes back, makes the catch at the warning track, and throws it in as Bergman retreats to first. Here we go. Here we go. Yuli Gurriel up for the Astros. He singled and walked and has an RBI. 1 for 1 on the night. Urias is now on pitch number 93. Next pitch. Rifled. Foul. Third base side. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, chat. Let's move on. Next pitch, hit into the hole in left field. And so the Astros are now in business. Runners on first and second here in the top of the sixth with 2 outs. Here we go. Here we go. That was hit just in front of Pollock there. He couldn't really make a play on it. But these Astros are in business here, guys. They bring the, what would this be? This would cut it within 1 if this guy jacked it out of the park here. Man, I cannot tell you how much those digital fans weird me out. I don't know why. I keep looking at it saying, am I watching like a baseball game on a video game thing? They don't even need him at Dodger Stadium. We have more cutouts than any other team. It's obvious. We every year we lead the majors in attendance, and now we lead the league in cardboard people in attendance. Because we cannot be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch to Tucker down low, called strike. No ball, 1 strike to Tucker, who looks at the ump all dumbfounded. As I mentioned earlier, this guy is a tough out, ladies and gentlemen. He is a tough out. All right, this guy hits it. A blooper to center field. Fielded and caught, and the Dodgers are out of the inning, ladies and gentlemen, and we head to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers leading 5-1. Dodgers leading 5-1, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Jelly is back after this series, Julian. General Savage says, let's go Dodgers, let's go. Samaria Sharda. Will Minnesota win their first game in the NFL tomorrow? I would sure hope so. That's the goal. Julian says it's been a while since he's seen a triple in Dodger Stadium. Didn't Corey have one earlier in the game? And there's Sheila again. Go Los Angeles, go blue, let's go. And the Ducks are showing up for the Astros. Duck the Astros, ladies and gentlemen. But we're getting revenge in this game. We're whooping that booty 5-1. I thought you meant to do that, Julian. Put Joe Jelly. Let's go, Joel. Let's go, my man. Lakers 88. Houston Rockets 69. 128 remaining in the third. Lakers look to close out this series. Lakers looking to close it out, ladies and gentlemen. 36 Berserkers up in the chat. The big 3-6 as Skip, the Wonder Dog, barks outside, angry about something. Angry about something. There he is. He's made an appearance. Little annoying dog. 14 years old. 14 years old. Thor greets him at the door. So those fans that are showing up in the stands are literally from this RBI baseball game, I think. They're generated from that game. Too weird, too weird, too weird. So it's 5-1 Dodgers. Dodgers have 5 hits in the game, and the Astros have 3. And General Savage says, duck the Astros. I agree. Let's beat their booties. Let's beat their booties. Ain't that right, Mr. Kelly? Joe says, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, new pitcher for the Astros, Humberto Castellanos. 7 games, 0-1 record. And I missed all the other stats. Max. Your mom, Muncy, at the plate for the Dodgers. 2 balls, no strikes. He struck out and ground out so far in this game. And the 2-0 pitch is on the way. Max fouls it back. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Max Muncy, ladies and gentlemen. Pedro Baez getting heated in the bullpen for the Doyers. Number 52, pitching right-handed. Next pitch, Muncy fouls it left field line. There was just a ticker that went over on the TV and said something about the Giants game was postponed because of a COVID situation. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like it, General. Looks like the Dodgers are going to switch out next inning there. Next pitch. Outside for a ball. Outside for a ball. And I hear the mighty Thor. I think he just stole my wife's shoe. And he's running with it as fast as he can. Wanting people to chase him. But I'm online. I'm announcing a game, so I can't help. Next pitch. Swing and a miss by Muncy. And he has to take a seat over there because he's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Muncy, I saw, got thrown out of the Arizona game at the end of the Arizona game the other night. 37 Berserkers up in the chat. Will Smith getting jiggy with it, coming to the plate. Hit a single in the 2nd and a run scored. 286 on the season with 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. And the first pitch to him is on the way. High and out inside for a called strike. High and inside for a called strike. Next pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Smith. The entire team, Savage, or what? Next pitch, hit hard by Smith. Left field, fair. And Smith is on his horse, running around first. Rounding second. Nope, he just pulls up at second base for a stand-up double. And the Dodgers are in business like AT&T. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That was roped. Roped to left field, ladies and gentlemen. Well, pow! Let's go. One player so far, Savage says. Bellinger up for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. A mighty swing and a miss. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Fly out, strikeout. He's down to 208 on the season with 10 home runs and 22 RBIs. And as I mentioned earlier, he's been moved out of the cleanup spot. His confidence just not seemed to be there like last year. Losing that pitching or the hitting coach, I think, is a problem. Inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bellinger. Last year's National League MVP. Brandon Watertree says, let's go, Cody, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it going. Runner in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss by Bellinger. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Dodgers slugger. Gotcha, Savage. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Castellanos, the pitcher for the Astros. He has him in a 1-2 hole. Dodgers have a runner on second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, leading 5-1. Next pitch. Fouled back. Count remains 1-2, ladies and gentlemen. Julian's back. He was away texting his mom. 30 berserkers up in the chat. Thor's Army going back and forth today. Going back and forth. I don't know what's going on. The 1-2 pitch on the way up high for a ball. So that makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bellinger with a runner on second and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Tracking Savage. So if that player that tested positive tests negative tonight, they'll play a doubleheader tomorrow. Interesting. Interesting. Next pitch. Fouled high behind home plate. Catcher goes after it. And it lands into the cardboard and digital people out there. This thing's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not going to lie. One view shows the cardboard people, and then when it's up high, it's like thousands of people arrived in the stadium in the last millisecond. It's weird. I don't like it. I'm not going to lie. The Astros have a meeting going on at the mound. They're talking into their gloves. They're probably like, dang, I miss those little trash cans we used to have. Yeah, I miss them too. But we're actually playing the field, so they wouldn't have done us any good right here. Yeah, you're probably right. Let's go, Dodgers. 101-74. Lakers lead with 10:22 in the 4th quarter. It sure looks like they are going to end that series, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we got next? Who do the Lakers got next? Bellinger swing and a miss for strike 3. Goes back shaking his head as they show a picture of Joe Kelly's mural close to Dodger Stadium. It's a work of art. An absolute work of art, ladies and gentlemen. 32 berserkers up in the chat. 32. Let's get hyped in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so resetting the table. It's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers got a runner on second, and JT3 Taylor is at the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch is low and outside for a ball to the right-handed batter. Number 3. Number 3, your center fielder today for your Los Angeles Dodgers. Here we go, next pitch. Hit hard in the gap between third and short. Smith will stop at third. Safe, and CT3 is on first. So the Dodgers have runners on the corner here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs, leading 5-1. And that's going to bring up Kike Speedy Gonzalez Hernandez for your Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Hernandez to the plate for the Doyers. Let's go. Let's get some more runs here. Let's get some more runs. I don't know, General Savage. I don't know. It's still showing 35, but nobody's talking. I don't know what's going on. Hernandez up to the plate for the Dodgers. Next pitch. Outside for a called strike. This umpire is all over the place. all over. You have no clue where his strike zone is. But he's calling it the same for both teams. But as a viewer, it's nowhere near the box on your television set. Hernandez readies. Next pitch, fouled back. So Hernandez is in an 0-2 hole here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Julian Cruz says he has a bat next to him. A bigger stick. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, Julian. Gallon Lux on deck for the Doyers. Mookie and Seager having a discussion in the dugout there, laughing. They try to get Taylor over at first, and they don't get him. They don't get him, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, so here we go. The no balls, 2 strikes pitch to Hernandez at the plate. Right over the plate for a called strike, and the umpire tells Hernandez, take a seat over there. Underlay, yeehaw. And we are headed to the 7th. I'm going to take a little break, ladies and gentlemen. I will return. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I was looking at the YouTube screen instead of the OBS screen, and I probably turned my camera on 20 times while you guys were watching. All right, so here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are headed to the top of the 7th. Pedro Baez in for your Dodgers. Going to be pitching to Carlos Correa. 0 for 1 on the night, 282 average, 7.763 OPS with 4 dingers. Baez, a big righty, number 52 for the Dodgers. 11 games, 3.97 ERA. 5 walks, 8 strikeouts. 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, ladies and gentlemen. Lakers now 105-78 with 8:31 remaining in the 4th. It's looking pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Looking pretty good. So here we go. First pitch of the night for Baez is on the way. Down low for a called strike. That's how you start. That's how you start, my man. 25 berserkers in the chat. By the way, we hit 425 on the subscribers. 425 as we make that push for 500. So if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of the Valhalla Sports Talk action. And give this video a like, ladies and gentlemen. Give the video a like. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Rifled shortstop. Seager fields it, scoops it up, throws it over to first. And that's one out here in the top of the 7th. One out here in the top of the 7th. Who's that going to bring up? Diaz, 0 for 2 on the night. Line out, fielder's choice, 195 average, 2 home runs, 4 ribbies. And Baez looks to deliver. Next pitch on the way. Right over the plate, called strike, bang. 95-mile-an-hour heater. Heat-er. Makes it no balls, 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of the 7th to Diaz. Next pitch on the way. Diaz hits it, right field line, fair, and it heads for the corner with Mookie in pursuit. Diaz rounds first into second with a stand-up double, ladies and gentlemen. Stand-up double for this guy. We can't let him get any traction. Jorge Gomez checks in, says he's ready tomorrow for my Vikings. Right on, man. Get in there early and let's go. Let's go. I got the set ready. Got a lot of bells and whistles. We're going to root on the Vikings as they play those Packers. "9:30 Arizona time. I'll go on the air. The game starts at 1 Eastern and 10 West Coast time. Here you go. Reddick is the new hitter for the Astros. 0 for 2 on the night, but the Astros are in business with a runner on second and no outs. First pitch fouled high. Third base side, and it's going to get into the stands. Jorge says, what's my prediction for tomorrow's score? I'm not sure, Jorge. There's been no preseason. There's a lot of questions. I don't want to predict the score because I don't believe in it. I just want the Vikings to win. I definitely want a dub. Any way we can get it. I'll probably do a prediction before the game tomorrow, but I really don't feel good about it either way. All right, no balls, 1 strike to Reddick. Reddick fouls it back behind the plate, so now he's in an 0-2 hole, ladies and gentlemen. Pitchers count. I miss Savage's comment where he says he hates it when we leave runners on base. I do too. We had one night with the Diamondbacks where they left 10 on base, 10 or 11. Makes me angry. Makes me sad. Makes me sad. All right, the 0-2 pitch in the dirt, a bouncer. Smith blocks the plate. Gets rid of that baseball because it's dirty now. Jorge asks if I heard about the Cowboys-Rams game being in trouble because of the smoke quality, the air quality. Yeah, I did hear that. I did hear that. Just another hurdle in just a crappy year, man. Another hurdle. Baez readies the 1-2 pitch. It's on the way outside for a ball. That evens the count 2-2 to Reddick. Itachi Uchias checks in and says, why do people hate on the Astros? Because they suck. And they cheat. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Take a seat. Reddick goes down swinging. That's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th for your Los Angeles Dodgers. I'll tell you what, Itachi. I mean, the reason that I am so bitter about the whole thing, I mean, it's bad enough that they cheated, okay? But they were caught dead to rights. I mean, and that little Altuve, I mean, that video, there's no doubt watching him cover his chest for them trying to check for a buzzer on him, you know, as he hits a home run. And then to sneak into the dugout like a little rat and take it off before you come out and get interviewed after you just won a baseball game in the World Series. It's just a piece of crap. Well, you can still support him. That's your deal. Just that asterisk that's over your logo, that's what's on your World Series. Ground ball to third base, fielded, thrown over to first, and the Dodgers are out of the inning. Your little World Series titles have an asterisk on them. So you got to live with it. I would have respected them more if they just said, yep, you caught us. Our bad. You got us. And then I'd have been done with it. I'd have been done with it. And then the fact that you've got managers that lost their jobs because of it, and the players that were obviously guilty have been allowed to play this entire season is bullshit. Absolute horseshit. So enjoy your little asterisk ring, and maybe we'll see you in the postseason. But maybe we won't, because you're not hitting like you used to, that's for sure. It's not just the manager, Itachi. The players knew what they were doing. And it's sacrilege that you got Dusty Baker managing your team, too. One of the Dodger greats. Wearing that nasty-ass uniform. Lakers 106-82, 6:33 remaining in the 4th. But now that's all I'll say about it, Itachi. I mean, we're going to have Mr. Kelly here for the next 2 games, and that'll probably be the last I say about it. But yeah, an apology would have gone a long way. A true apology, an admission of guilt would have gone a long way. Victor Martinez checks in. What's up, my man? Savage says, here's a tissue. I don't know if he's talking about me or the other guy. But I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you very much. All right, so here we go. Bottom of the 7th. I missed the 7th inning stretch, guys. I missed the 7th inning stretch. Why didn't you guys tell me? Here we go. We're going to stretch real fast. I'll be right back. Galvin Lux up for the Dodgers. He's in a 1-2 hole. 1 balls, 2 strikes. Perez, the new pitcher for the Astros, throws it, and Lux fouls it third base side. Sorry I missed the 7th inning stretch. Victor Martinez checking in. And you're welcome, Itachi, and you're welcome to the channel. Guys, if you have not, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to make this thing go. The little choo-choo they could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Next pitch. Luck swing and a miss. And he's out of there. He has to take a seat over there for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. 5-1 Dodgers lead. 5-1 Dodgers lead. Itachi says his favorite soccer team is playing right now. Right on. All right, Mookie Betts up for the Dodgers. 0-2, walking the 5th with a run scored. 298 on the season, 14 home runs, and 31 ribbies. First pitch to him, he hits it to the second baseman. Going to be a hard throw to first, and he legs out a single. Infield single for Mookie Betts. And the Dodgers are in business like Crest toothpaste, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Itachi says he liked and subscribed. Thank you so much, man. You have a great night. Who's your soccer team? I hope they win, I guess. General Savage likes the 7th inning stretch song. I hope I can keep playing it. YouTube might be coming after me. They don't like you to play any music. They don't like it when you play any music. Itachi was cool. I liked him. Seager up for the Dodgers. First pitch to him was a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strike to Seager with 1 out. Dodgers have a runner on first named Mookie Betts here in the bottom of the 7th, leading 5-1. Next pitch, fouled back. Itachi's team is Bayern. So that's like the real league overseas, right? I'll admit I don't know a lot about soccer. I do anticipate that one day we'll be doing some Team USA games, however, on this channel, because I always enjoy watching them. Next pitch is down low for a ball. Excuse me, a strike. Strike, my bad. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Seager, who's 2 for 3 on the night. And Joel R. says, let's go Dodgers. 26 berserkers in the chat, and a calm night here in Dodgers Game Day Live land. Next pitch to Seager down low and outside for a ball. For a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Seager with 1 out here. And A.J. Pollock in on deck for the Doyers. Let's go. Let's go. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Seager. Next pitch, down low in the dirt for another ball. That makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes. What is that in the chat? Hashtag full count. Full count to Seager. Perez still pitching. Mookie Betts still on first base. And Pollock on the on-deck circle. And Perez gets ready to deal. Next pitch. Called strike. Seager struck out with his bat on his shoulder like me. And he goes back to the dugout to take a seat over there. He doesn't look impressed. So that's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Julian says, man, we might only lose 1 series this regular season. That's correct. I looked at the schedule the other day, and I can't believe how fast this thing's going to go by. I don't even think we have 2 weeks left. Dusty comes out to take this pitcher out of there, and they're going to the pen, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to the bullpen. We head to a commercial break. Let's check in on those Los Angeles Lakers. 112-84. 4:23 remaining in the fourth quarter as the Lakers look out to close this series and set up a date for I don't know who. Julian, I'm glad you reminded me. I tried to find me some of those whales at the dollar store, because I thought the dollar store always only did like off-brand stuff, but they didn't have whales. They had goldfish. So I didn't get me no whales, but I'll have to try the other dollar store. I'll try the other one. But these are pretty tasty too. But I really wanted to get me some whales. Instead, I only had little fishies. Victor Martinez says he wants a 10-run game by these Doyers. These are crunchy. These are crunchy. $425 is still the number, ladies and gentlemen, from the subscriber count. So I don't know if Itachi was fibbing or if someone had dropped before him. All right, here we go. Pollock, the batter for the Dodgers. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th. First pitch, Pollock fouls it back behind the plate. General Savage says only 15 games left. It's crazy, man. And then the intensity ramps up. The intensity ramps up then. All right, no ball, 1 strike to Pollock with... Oh, Betts is taking second. Slides head first, comes off the bag, and they tag him. He was there safe, but he just couldn't slow it down. He's out at second, and the Astros are out of the inning. Springer, Bergman, Brantley up for the Diamondbacks when we get back. So the heart of the Astros lineup coming up here. Like, I don't have the sound on for the Laker game, but it looks like Anthony Davis is already taking a seat. He's already taken a seat in this one. 2:43 remaining, 114-91. Julian says, next thing you know, the Nats were cheating. This is garbage time in this Laker game. LeBron, Kuzma, and Davis are on the bench. Howard shooting free throws and clanking them up there. Jorge Gomez checks in. We're still in commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Is it just me, or in basketball does the last like 3 minutes take like 8 hours? All righty, here we go. Blake Treinen in for the Dodgers, 3-2 record, 2.25 ERA, 20 inning pitch. First pitch, lined into center field for a base hit by Springer. So the Astros are in business like Circle K. No outs, runner on first. I think this is Houston's last-ditch effort to get it back into this thing. 5-1, Dodgers lead here in the top of the 8th. Bergman at the plate. Next pitch, inside for a called strike. Bergman argued the call a little bit there. This umpire's strike zone is as big as Texas. Next pitch, down low in the dirt for a ball. Henry Emmon checks in, says, nice. Welcome to the channel, man. Carlos Nogales, what's up, my man? Carlos in San Carlos, Mexico, chilling with a margarita. Next pitch, inside for a ball. So that makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike to Bergman. Runner on first for the Astros. No outs here in the top of the 8th, with the Dodgers leading 5-1. Next pitch, hit third base side, fielded. They get the force at second, go to first, but they don't get the runner at first in time. So they get the lead runner for the first out of the top of the 8th, and Bergman's safe at first. So Kike Hernandez puts up the 1-out sign to the outfielders, and we're going to get back to this thing. How's the weather down there, Carlos? I saw your pictures earlier. I'm jealous. Cole Robert checks in and says the Astros don't look the same since they can't steal signs. All right, so here we go. Next pitch. Line into left center for a base hit. They cut it off, throw it in. The runner advances to third. And the Astros have runners on first and third with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Their last-ditch effort to get into this game. No, Victor, nobody got hit by pitches. Seager almost got his head taken off, though. All right, Gurriel is up for the Astros here. Batting right-handed. Runners on the corners for the Astros. First pitch from Treinen. A soft tapper fielded by the second baseman who beats the runner to second, goes to first. They don't get him at first, so they get one out. Astros score a run, and the runner at first is safe. So it's 5-2 Dodgers, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Hernandez fields it, backhands it just past the second base, and then gets first, jumps over the runner, and throws to Bellinger. And it was close. It was close at first. Looks like Hernandez wants Roberts to challenge it, but I don't think he's going to get his way. I don't think he's going to get his way. So here we go. Next pitch. Swing and a miss by Tucker, who's 0 for 3 on the night. Trenton gets him with a 93-mile-an-hour heater. 93-mile-an-hour heater, ladies and gentlemen. Next one, Tucker fouls it back, so he's in an 0-2 hole with 2 outs here. Runner remains on first for the Astros. Jorge says Lakers win 119-96. Let's go. So they advance. They advance, right? Western Conference Finals. Let's go. And Julian's saying, I predicted the score, 7-2. He's still got a chance to be right. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tucker. Next pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Take a seat over there because you're out and we're out of the inning. And we're headed to the bottom of the 8th with Pollock, Muncy, and Smith due up for your Dodgers. $24 berserkers in the chat. Quiet night. Quiet night for the berserkers, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we'll pick some folks up since this Laker game's over. Maybe we'll pick up some traction. $426 is the subscriber count. 23 likes on today's video. I'll take it. I'll take it for my little channel. The little channel that could. The little channel that could, ladies and gentlemen. It's weird to see the highlights for college football on the TV. I'm going to try to find that Clemson game. What are they playing on? ABC. Number 9 on TV2. Clemson, Wake Forest. Probably a blowout by now. Probably a blowout right here. What we got going on in the chat? Julian says he heard Turner might play this weekend. That'd be cool. Victor says, what's my favorite burgers? I actually like the hamburgers from Applebee's. Weird as that may sound, and they're not much more expensive than any of the other ones. I used to like In-N-Out a lot, but I think I ate it too much. Next pitch to Pollock, outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strike to Pollock's. And pizza, we have a place here called Vinny's. I like their pizza the best. It's a mom and pop joint. Next pitch. Outside. Pollock went around. Make it 1 ball, 1 strike. Maria Villarreal says this is not a live game. I'm calling a live game, Maria. It's a watch party. The game's on my TV in front of me, and I'm telling you what's going on. Next pitch, straight down the middle for a strike. Bang. Called strike to Pollock, so he's now in a 1-2 hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pollock with no outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Dodgers leading 5-2. Maria Villarreal is having trouble understanding what's going on here. Next pitch on the way. Hit hard, right field, but caught by the right fielder for the Astros. Maria, we're not allowed to show the actual game on YouTube. It violates copyright. So this is a watch party with live play-by-play by me in a chat room for people to hang out. Henry Emmon checks in and is laughing. Max Muncy up for the Dodgers, 0 for 3 on the night with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch on the way. Down low, bouncer in the dirt for a ball. What's up, Henry? Welcome to the channel. The Yankees are now 5 games back in their division. Next pitch. Muncy hits it straight down the first base line. It's fielded cleanly by the first baseman. He touches up the bag, and Muncy's out. That's 2 outs. 2 outs on the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 8th. That's going to bring up Will getting jiggy with it. Smith. Gerardo Arellano checks in, says, Valhalla, my man, am I late to class? You're late. Take a seat over there. And let's watch the end of this Dodgers win. No beer tonight. I'm saving the beer for morning. Next pitch. Outside for a ball to Will Smith. 1 ball, no strike. Julian checking in, giving us stories. We didn't bring out the big stick, Julian. I think we're going to leave it in the vault today for an easy dub. Leave it in the vault for an easy dub. I see on TV 2, Clemson is whooping Wake Forest booty 37-6. Smith hits it high, right field. Right fielder on his horse, gets underneath it, catches it for the 3rd out. 3rd out. Due up for the Astros, Correa, Diaz, and Reddick as we go to the 9th inning. Hey, Tucker's back. Thank you. Whoever unbanned him. See if we can last this time. Avoid the ban hammers flying around in the chat. So what you got here, ladies and gentlemen, is you got the Dodgers kicking Astro booty right now. And you got old Tucker, fresh off a ban hammer, coming in to see if he can last and not act a fool. Social engineering, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lesson. Right on, Tucker. Behave, young man. Behave, young man. Leonard Villapuda says, what's up, Bon? What's up with you, Bon? What's up, man? I'm the same way, Gerardo. In sports, there's a little more better than the opening of the NFL season. Everybody got your fantasy football lineups in? Tucker asked what my favorite team is. I am a Vikings fan, and I'll be doing the Vikings game here on the channel tomorrow morning. Julian likes some Cowboys. 29 up in the chat. We're gaining a little steam here, probably because the Lakers let out. Kenley Jansen in for the Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0 record, 1.96 ERA, 18 and a third innings pitched. First pitch, swing and a miss by Correa. Tucker's a Texans fan. I've felt your pain before, sir. The 0-1 pitch from Jansen, hit hard in the gap in left center for a base hit. And the Astros are in business to start this deal off. No outs here in the top of the ninth. Leonard asked what I think about Cook's extension. Kind of mixed emotions, man. I kind of think it might be too much for a running back, especially one that hasn't managed to finish a full season. You know, play every game. But I don't know. As long as they can make it work with the money, let's go. Let's go. So Diaz is up for the Astros here. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss to Diaz, who's up there with a runner on first. And no outs here in the top of the ninth. Trying to make this game respectable. They're only down by 3 here. They're only down by 3, ladies and gentlemen. 31 viewers up in the chat. Next pitch on the way. Fouled straight back behind the plate. Will Smith giving chase, but it goes into the cardboard people. Yep, Leonard. Kamara got that 5-year extension as well. We're ready, Leonard. We are ready. SKOL to the bull. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Diaz from Jansen, the right-hander, is on the way. Lined foul, third base side. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Diaz. He's 1 for 3 on the night. 214 with 2 home runs is his season average. They tried to get the runner over at first. They don't get him. They don't get him. Come on, let's get out of this thing. Take the dub. Next pitch. Line, third base side, foul. 32 berserkers up in the chat. .32 on a sports night. Just a night just filled with sports. Dodgers, Lakers, college football, hockey. It's all happening. So I thank those of you that chose to spend your time with me tonight for this Dodgers game. Come on, Jansen. Let's get a double play and get the hell out of here. Next pitch. Lined into the same gap. And the Astros will be bringing the tying run to the plate, ladies and gentlemen. Runners on first and second with no outs. Jansen continues to disappoint. 31 viewers. 31 berserkers in the chat. As Thor's army continues to grow. King Yellowman checks in for the first time today. Vamos Doyers. We need him to vamos, my man. We cannot blow this. No outs. Tying run at the plate. And Jansen needs to deliver. Be the closer that you're supposed to be. Down low, over the plate for a called strike. No balls, one strike. The hitter is Reddick, who's 0 for 3 on the night. Come on. Are you serious? Jansen's next pitch. Down low and inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reddick, who's a lefty. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Reddick. No outs. Runners on first and second for the Astros. Dodgers lead 5-2. Next pitch. A swing and a miss. On an inside heater, it looked like. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Reddick here as the Dodgers try to get this dub. Jansen readies. Checks the runner at second. Pitch is on the way. It's hit to the exact same spot in the gap. Runners are scoring. JT3 fields it at the wall. Gets it in. 5-4 is the score, ladies and gentlemen. Jansen, shit in the bed. Kenley Jansen, given another opportunity for this team, continues to disappoint. Philly Sports Breakdown checks in. What's up? Welcome to the channel. And there's Serrano. If Tucker throws a spoiler up, throw him. Toss him. We gave him a chance. If he's an ass still, throw him. Martin Maldonado up for the Astros. He won't be back this time. Matter of fact, it looks pretty obvious. Julian or Yellowman, somebody get rid of Tucker. He won't be with us anymore. Next pitch from Jansen. Down low for a ball. Yep, Jackie keeps going to this Jansen. Trying to find his confidence is what he's trying to let him do, but I don't think he's got it anymore. This thing's lined into left field. Four consecutive hits on Jansen. The Astros have runners on the corners, first and third, with no outs here in the ninth. Jansen is trash. He is trash. Get him out of there. Kolarek, left-hander, gets ready for the Dodgers. Get this bum off the field. And they go to commercial break. 37 berserkers in the chat. Rest in peace, Tucker. It was nice having you. Philly Sports Breakdown asked, do I commentate every game? I try to do as many Dodgers games as I can, Philly. Jack asks, where's Roberts? I don't know. Leonard says, support me. He's the man. Thanks, dude. And that's right. I bleed blue. Jansen's still pitching. Springer up now for the Astros. 2 for 4 on the night. Jansen goes over to the runner at first. Like that's going to make a big difference. Can he get out of this? Can he get out of this, ladies and gentlemen? Do you believe that Jansen can get out of this mess that he's made? Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one to Springer. Yeah, Philly, I make all my own backgrounds and stuff, man. Or my overlays, anyway. Xavier Montenegro. They go over to first again. Don't get him. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please give me a subscribe. I'm trying to make this thing grow. Give the video a like. Jansen readies the 0-1 delivery. It's on the way. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss by Springer. No balls, 2 strikes. Landon Sports Talk says I'm here. Springer readies for the 0-2 pitch. Can Jansen get an out? Next pitch. Fouled back behind the plate. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Springer. Bregman in the on-deck circle. Come on, let's go. 0-2 pitch from Jansen on the way. Lined into left field. That's going to tie it. That's going to tie it. Now the Astros have runners on first and second with no outs here in the top of the 9th. Tie ball game 5-5. Kenley Jansen is done. He does not have it anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Before, I thought it was just that he got rattled when there were runners on second or runners on base. But he came in here and absolutely shit the bed in the top of the 9th. Shit the bed. And they're leaving him in there naturally. Bregman, 0 for 3 on the night. Runners on first and second. He's going to try to put him in the lead. Right downtown, bang. Called strike. No balls, 1 strike. 46 berserkers up in the chat. Our high for the day. Our high for the day, ladies and gentlemen. And what a mess we're witnessing right now. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. So the 0-2 pitch. Again, no outs, top of the ninth, tie ball game, 5-5. As the Astros have come back and tied this thing. I'm an angry man. I'm angry. All right, the 0-2 pitch on the way in the dirt for a ball. In the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Bregman. Again, he's 0 for 3 on the night. I don't know why he's still in there, Landon. I guess Roberts figured you messed it up. You might as well mess it all the way up. Next pitch. Hit center field in the gap. And the Astros are going to take the lead. And here comes Roberts to the mound, and he goes to the bullpen. So the Astros take the lead 6-5. They have runners on first and third, and Roberts finally goes out to get this scrub off the field at Dodger Stadium. Get this scrub off the field. Jansen, get your ass off the field and take a seat over there, because you suck. Tony P says game over. What is Philly asking me that I've missed? No, I don't, Philly. I only have them for my teams. And yes, I guess it is serious, Joel. They really are doing this at home. Max is mad. So am I. Julian, they scored 4 in the ninth, and they're not done. And I agree, Tony. Jansen's days are done. We better figure out what we're going to do for this postseason run, because he cannot be depended on. Yeah, I know, Tony. Just a waste of a great outing by Urias. I don't care who it is, Landon, as long as he can be a closer. Tony, I don't think that would be a bad idea. Xavier saying we got to check the Astros dugout. Jansen looks like he knows it's done. Either that or he just looks like he doesn't care, one or the other. Oh, man. 54 viewers in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk coverage of Dodger Game Day Live. Tough one here as the Dodgers have blown this lead here in the ninth. Kolarek in for the Dodgers pitching. He's a left-hander, and he's facing Brantley, who's 1 for 4. First pitch, a called strike. Yes, Philly, I'm doing a Vikings game tomorrow morning. Yes, sir. Been waiting for it since the channel started. All right, next pitch on the way. Hit right up the middle. Fielded. They go home. They've got the runner in a pickle between third and home. And they tag him out. And the other runner manages to get to third base without being tagged. So they stop another run from scoring, but the Astros still have runners on first and third with one out now in the top of the ninth. As we try to clean up the horrid mess left by Jansen on the field. Smith almost got the dude that was running to third, came so close. Tags out the runner that's in the pickle, makes a dive, and just missed him. I love Will Smith. I'm not going to lie. I love him. So, here we go. Next pitch. Down low for a called strike. This is Brantley up for the Astros. Excuse me, this is Gurriel up for the Astros. My bad. He's 2 for 3 on the night with 2 singles and a walk. He's in an 0-1 hole with runners on the corners. 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Dodgers losing now 5-6. This guy hits it center field. It's fielded by Taylor. And it looks like another run will score for the Astros. So they are now up 7-5 with 2 outs in the top of the ninth and a runner on first. And I feel ill. I feel absolutely ill. All right, so here we go. Tucker is up. First pitch, down low for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Tucker, who's 0 for 4 on the night. 2 strikeouts, a pop out, and a fly out. 253 on the season with 8 home runs and 37 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch from Kolarek is on the way. Down low in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Astros still have a runner on first. They now lead 7-5 after an absolutely huge inning. Absolutely huge inning by them. Next pitch, foul off the right there at the plate. I think it hit the guy in his own leg. That makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Tucker as the Dodgers try to get the hell out of this inning. The 1-2 on the way. Down low and inside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tucker. Two balls, 2 strikes as Kolarek readies pitch number 9 for him. They go for the runner at first. They don't get him. Bellinger tosses it back to the pitcher. Here we go. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. And finally, we're out of the inning. They score 5 runs in that inning to take a 7-5 lead. And the Dodgers are down to their last 3 outs as we try to clean up the mess left by one Kenley Jansen, former elite relief pitcher of the Dodgers. Former. 57 berserkers in the chat. That's the high, ladies and gentlemen. Joel R. says he has a brand new hat, and they're blowing it. Yellowman has his 2020 All-Star Game hat on. I don't think there was an All-Star Game. I don't know, Landon. I guess he just wanted to give him a chance to get out of it, and then he figured after he screwed it up so bad, why not let him finish it? Did they score 6, Julian? Maybe my math is off. Julian's mad. So am I. Cheese and crackers. Come on, Dodgers. That made me laugh, Joel. I need to start using that. Instead of cussing, I'll say cheese and crackers, Dodgers. I agree, Anonymous. His last few appearances have been trash. He had a lot of trash performances in last year's playoffs, too, if I remember. And he is not the same anymore. That's correct. Yeah, that's true, King. It was supposed to be in L.A. this year. You got a hat from that, though? It's true, Landon. It's going to be tough to come back. But that's why they play the game. It's why they play the game. So we are at 430 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Xavier Montenegro was the last subscriber. 35 likes on tonight's video. And the first pitch to Bellinger is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Cody. Big stick, Bellinger. I think it's time to do it. We're bringing it out. Activating the big stick, ladies and gentlemen. Big stick activated. Cody swings hard. Hits it. Fly ball. Right field. Foul. Foul. And the big stick is activated here on Dodgers Game Day Live, ladies and gentlemen. Cody on the night, 0 for 3 with a flyout and 2 strikeouts. 207 is his average on the season as he was pulled out of the cleanup spot tonight. Bellinger swinging a miss for another strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Dodgers slugger. The big stick is activated, Jorge. Some new names in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day Live. Please bash that subscribe button. Give us a like. Next pitch up high for a ball. A ball to Bellinger. So now the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the 9th. Houston now leads 7-5. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Bellinger fouls it. Right side. Right side foul ball. Foul ball by Bellinger. And the cardboard people behind the plate continue to smile because they're stupid, because they're made out of cardboard. Next pitch to Bellinger, the 2-2 on the way, down low in the dirt for a ball. That makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes, big stick activated to Cody. Big stick, Bellinger, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. JT3 Taylor in the on-deck circle for the Dodgers. Presley, the pitcher for the Astros, a righty. The 3-2 pitch to Bellinger is on the way. Swung on, hit hard, right field, and it drops in for a base hit. And the Dodgers are in business like AT&T. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. So we're in business. We're in business. Coming up to the plate. JT3, he represents the tying run in this game. He's got a home run and a single tonight. 268 average with 4 home runs and 20 ribbies. Let's go. Let's go. Next pitch. Down low in the dirt. Let's cheese and crackers go. Let's do it. Big stick activated. Rally time, says the general. KT is back. Got some new faces in the chat. Welcome. This is how we do it. Berserkers assemble. Next pitch. Hit hard. Shortstop. They go to second base for 1 and go to first for the second out. That's 2 outs here in the 9th, and the Dodgers are down to their last out. King Yellowman asking who is hitting cleanup tonight for the Dodgers. Muncy. Muncy was the cleanup hitter tonight. Bellinger and his 209 average got relegated to like 7. All right, there's Jock back, guys. Jock makes his appearance here in the top of the the bottom of the 9th. Welcome back, Jock Peterson. Steps in, batting left-handed. Dodgers down to their last out, down by 2 runs. Can they do it? I don't know. We got the big stick activated. Right downtown for a call strike. Bang. Right downtown for a call strike. Jock, I want you to hit this to Burbank. Nobody on base right now. Base is clear. Jock hits it hard, center field, in the gap, and it bounces at the base of the wall. And Jock is on his horse. And he gets into second with a stand-up double. So it ain't over yet. There's still hope in Los Angeles. Big stick activated. I missed you, Jock Peterson. Glad you are back, sir. So the Dodgers have a runner on second now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th, losing 7-5, and that brings up Galvin Lux, who's 0 for 3 in the game with a flyout, 2 strikeouts, hitting 175 on the season, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Lux has a chance to be the hero again. Can he do it? Next pitch. Down low and inside for a called strike. Down low and inside for a called strike. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Right downtown for called strike. Bang. Lux just looked at it. Looked at it. And so the Dodgers are down to their last strike, ladies and gentlemen, after being ahead for nearly this entire ball game until a Kenley Jansen meltdown in the top of the 9th. And here we are, down by 2, trying to get this win. Jock takes third base for free. So no balls, 2 strikes to Lux. Dodgers have a runner on third now. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. The 0-2 pitch to Lux. Hit hard, right field line, foul. Foul. As he fought it off. 62, today's high. 62 berserkers in the chat. Thor's army continues to grow. Come on, Lux. Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Next pitch. Down low and inside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lux. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lux. Runner on third, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Come on, let's go. Next pitch. Lux chases one in the dirt. They tag him, and this game's over. Astros win 7-5. I'm absolutely devastated. The Dodgers have to figure out what to do about Kenley Jansen. That's why earlier in the stream, when we were talking about who the challenges are to different teams, disgusting. You have to play the games. You have to win the games, ladies and gentlemen. So hit us up in the comments below when this thing posts, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us what you think the Dodgers are going to have to do at that reliever spot, because it's obvious that we don't have the guy anymore. We do not have him. The guy cannot be depended on to get big outs in big games. Catherine says she'll be back tomorrow. Welcome back. Again, we're going to have another Dodger stream tomorrow night. The Viking stream is in the morning, and then the Dodgers tomorrow night. Dennis Lee says, how do you blow a game against the cheaters? You put in Kenley Jansen, Dennis, and you let him pitch. And that's pretty much how you blow it. That's pretty much how you blow it. Unknown, I don't know, says, like I said, Astros will win it. Yeah, you're right there. That kind of makes some sense. Brandon says the Astros cheated. I don't know. I thought you meant Kenley Jansen's career. Right on, Catherine. We'll see you then. Yeah, Savage. We'll see you tomorrow night, man. We'll see you tomorrow night. We will see you tomorrow night. Those of you that want to stick around in the chat for just 1 minute, give me 1 second. I want to try to do something here again. I want to try to do something here, but just give me 1 second, please. No, I just don't have one to send you guys to. I was going to raid a channel, but the only channels I want to raid are little teeny channels. I don't want to be sending you to a channel with, 50,000 viewers. That kind of doesn't make any sense. But there's nobody broadcasting that I can tell, or that I know that that's one of the smaller channels. But anyway, it was great to have you guys again tonight. A successful stream. We're pretty calm most of it, with about 20, 25 in the chat there. Looks like we picked up a few a few subs during the whole thing. Al Cabrera was the last one. Big Daddy Outlaws was a new one. So we've got a few. I just haven't checked the number. Let's check it real quick. So we're sitting at 436. So actually a big day. I can't remember what we started at. So I think we picked up a few. Thanks to you guys and gals. So way cool. Elements. I tried to find one to raid there, King, but I couldn't find one. But we'll see you all tomorrow. I'm going to cut this thing short. Please, if you find yourself in here and you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like. Turn on bell notifications so you know whenever Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. Again, our next scheduled stream is tomorrow morning for the Minnesota Vikings versus Green Bay Packers. And that'll be here on the same channel, but it'll be called Minnesota Vikings Game Day Live. And then tomorrow night, same bat place, same bat channel, we'll be having the second game of the series with the Astros. And Mr. Kelly over here, yeah, he'll be joining me for that game as well. So here you go. We'll see you guys. You guys have a great night, great Saturday night. Stay safe, and we'll see you. Thank you so much. Good night, Valhalla.